Alright.
All right, welcome back. So tonight I have my brother visiting me in house, and he will be co-DMing with me tonight. So he is here and will be participating when he is ready.
I'm ready and I'm here.
There we go.
My browser does not currently support WebGL rendering.
That's unfortunate.
I don't even know what that means.
That's accelerated graphics.
But I have graphics.
Yes, but you don't have them enabled.
No, I refreshed and it worked.
All right. So last session, which was 2 weeks ago, cursed Easter, ruining everyone's schedules. You all fought. You all fought a band of orcs on the road.
They were a bunch of pansies.
Yes. Some of them were quite surprising in their capabilities and ferocity, but no match for the strength and skill of your party. And you acquired a couple of horses in return.
I have no idea what I'm going to do with these.
Callum, okay, I know I wasn't here, but Callum instantly kills the horses.
Perfect.
Why?
Because I hate pets.
And they're covered in burn marks from the fireballs.
Well, we could have rode them.
No, I won't kill the horses, but yeah. I do hate pets.
With your pet polar bear, you continue.
We've been doing fine with the polar bear, which is literally the worst possible pet to have. So
Okay, how about this? What if
We can keep the pets, guys. I was just making an off-color
what
remark.
if we keep the horses to feed Larry?
Yeah, there we go. I get to kill pets, and I don't have to. We don't have to feed one. That's works.
All right. You are currently in the grasslands, on your way to the next town over, which you have learned is the name Barator. Oh yeah, I haven't opened up that menu in a while. Yay, new location discovered. You can choose to stop there for a few days, or continue to travel if you so wish. After talking to people briefly in Bilboa, you learned that Barator is where most trade occurs with the dwarves and such for common trade items. Or you can continue through and attempt to gain access to the actual kingdom of Sodring and home
Perhaps
of the dwarves.
would be prudent to stop in and get our new hosts a gift, perhaps, from the trade center of this part of the world.
I don't think that it would be that bad for us to perhaps maybe gather some information about the dwarves, because we know nothing
yes.
about them.
Certainly. Also a good idea.
And I'm sorry, we're in Bilboa now, or we left Bilboa already?
You've been on the road from Bilboa. You were in the grasslands.
Gotcha. And I'm sorry, what was the background on Barator? As far as
the trade center for where most merchants trade common goods with the dwarves of Sodring.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.
It is a dwarven town.
Yeah, we should probably try to pick up on the... Yohan has a good idea. Pick up on the customs, make sure that we don't make any, offend anyone unnecessarily. Because, some people get pretty upset if you, do one thing out of line, but even if you, didn't know that it was, taboo. So...
Frost.
Shut up!
Oh, yeah, Frost, yeah.
I
So,
know
yeah,
how to
and-
speak with people.
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, yes, you do.
Yeah, he's talking to us.
Yes, technically, you understand how to communicate.
Thank you, Vicus.
And here comes the vial for the tears. Just
Yeah.
okay. Well, we just camped out on the road, I guess.
Yes. Feel free to get long rests then. Change out spells if necessary.
Yes.
But when you are ready, you may enter the town of Barator.
Doctor Ogar.
Yeah, I don't really see any point in us waiting.
Let us proceed.
All right. A couple of days later on the road, and you end up on the outskirts of the town. It is mid-morning when you start approach. The town is not completely walled in, but you do notice that there are sections for defense, probably against orc raids and such, along with watchtowers, and the buildings seem to be fairly low to the ground. Not very tall. The buildings are predominantly made of a white stone, which you can presume to be marble, granites, and other things from the mountains, with tiled roofs. But as you approach the town, you hear the rustling and bustling of trade going on. There's a couple of other merchants that have met you on the road and have made their way into the town. Predominantly, you only see dwarves here, walking around with various tools, weaponry, jewelry, gems, ingots of gold on wagons just being carried around.
Oh my.
You do notice a strong presence of guards that are quite heavily armored and armed. With mounted ballistas on certain watchtowers scattered throughout the town. What would you like to do?
Just to double check with everyone, we've spent the majority of our money on the ship and the pilots/guards, yes?
Yes, except for the
Correct.
special edition black credit card we got from the king.
Prince, but yes.
Or prince, my bad.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
because he's old. You think he's a king.
No, it's just been a while.
Well then, everything around here looks quite exquisite, so perhaps we should just rest from the road and maybe have ourselves a quiet night and get back on the road tomorrow after we learn some information about these dwarves.
What time of day is it that we arrived?
Mid-morning.
Gotcha. Looking around, just at like the populace in general, you mentioned like some are wearing jewelry, some are carrying tools, weapons, things of that nature. Just taking a like 30,000 foot look at everyone. Does it seem like there's like sort of like a class system here, or does everyone seem like pretty well off?
You do notice that certain wear among the dwarves that would probably bear a family house symbol or something there. Gaining this extra look, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I'll burn a brilliant academic die on that.
Go right ahead. With an 18, you'd be able to derive that these are clan symbols. So the dwarves are part of different clans. But you also notice most of these guards, while it appears that they're wearing standard steel armor, it has an iridescent shimmer to it, which shines blue when the light gleams off of it.
Oh.
Very faint.
They got that magic armor shit.
Would Callum know what material that is?
Roll a history check.
That was the most ferocious roll I've ever seen Foundry do.
You can change those settings, by the way. So this material, at least you're presuming from the historic trade records that you've gone over, would be rune steel, which is a very hard to acquire metal that is used to forge very powerful magic items. It's very difficult to work with, and it's currently only found from Sodring.
I'll point that out to everyone but Frost and just be like, yeah, look. That's really cool. Yawn, you obviously don't need it.
I would
We
greatly.
can't make armor big enough.
Let's just keep an eye out for this and perhaps get a quote from the local smiths.
I wouldn't mind. What the fuck? Who the hell is that?
Johnny Sins. Do you not know the man, the myth, the legend?
I don't. He looks like a fucking serial killer, though. Those eyes.
Wouldn't that surprise me? Anyways, okay. So, with this information, you do notice that the signs are written in both Dwarven and Common here. So there are plenty of directions on where you can find housing for the night, taverns, which there seem to be a large amount of taverns and drinking establishments available.
All right. So, brother, you said you wanted. Did you say you wanted to stay on the road or find a place here?
We could definitely find a place here. I would like to figure out more about this rune steel.
Oh yeah, no, of course. So looking at the signs, does it seem like I want to find a hotel next to the market, if you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Is there any signs that say like market this way and also Black Steel Tavern this way?
It's more Bedrock Tavern, but you do find something that's fairly close to the trading stalls.
Would you say that
around.
Fred runs the Bedrock Tavern?
Yes.
Fred and Barney, brothers?
Yes. Fred and Barney.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's go. We'll go stay there then. And, first thing in the morning, we can kind of putter about and see what we can find out. And obviously ask well, actually, we could look today. It's pretty early. So when we go lay our stuff down,
Yes.
find a place for Larry. What's the general populace think of the giant fucking polar bear?
The dwarves are giving it a very odd look, and you can hear some loud sniffs if you walk too close to them.
Yes, the bear is quite pungent.
So, but you don't get any verbal verbal information or insight on what they actually believe on what the bear is. Just a
Gotcha. That is interesting. Okay. Well, let's go this way then. And we'll drop our stuff off and see if we can find a place for Larry and walk about.
All right. Booking rooms at the tavern, it will cost you 3 silver per night each to stay here. Just because of the supplies used to host.
Does that include Larry?
Larry is an additional 6 silver per night.
6 silver per night, so 15 silver plus 2 gold per night. We're gonna stay a minimum of 1 night, but I'll pay for 2 nights. So 2 gold, 2 silver. I got that.
Thank you for your patronage. I'll get you sorted up here and get your keys.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
He reaches underneath the counter and he pulls out some wrought iron keys. Slams them up on the counter there. It's like, there you go. Help yourselves to the food.
Just toss them. Oddly enough, I have to toss the highest one to Ed.
I would like to ask the innkeeper what shops he would recommend for if you're looking for like jewelry.
Jewelry? Not very common that we would get the crafted jewelry here. But there's a few shops towards the end of the market, mostly stalls where offloaded jewelry from the hills are being kept. What you looking for?
Oh, nothing in particular. I was just hoping to be able to peruse.
Yeah, plenty of odds and trinkets there. With the fine metalwork and all that.
Oh, speaking of fine metalwork, good man, what can you tell me about this brilliant, beautiful blue armor that I see paraded around the town?
Rune steel.
Ah, yes, that's what they call it.
Yes, rune steel. That's something that's only found deep within the ground, and only us dwarves know how to find it. It's invisible to unknowing eyes.
Oh.
Very difficult to work with. Only the master smiths know how to use it, and the ancient dwarves, that is.
I could imagine so.
Ancient dwarves?
Yeah, the dwarves that you have here aren't like the first dwarves, the first blood. The ones that have existed since, the world's creation. Their numbers are far fewer. They come from Svartalfheim.
Ah, oh yes.
So
that's another plane of existence, right?
Correct. That's the home of the dwarves. The original dwarves, at least. Yeah, and when they ended up traveling here to Material Plane, they mixed you with you tall folk, and we're the product. And everyone just
well, a very fine product indeed.
Thank you. But yeah, rune steel. It's very valuable, very powerful. It makes great weaponry. Great armor too. Very difficult to work with, though.
Yes.
Is it light or is it pretty heavy?
It's about the average weight for commonplace steel, but twice as durable at a minimum. Once enchanted, it will do. We could do almost unimaginable things, from what I've been told.
Excellent.
Yes, I shall have to see if I could get some of this commissioned.
We find adamantium right after we spend 60,000 gold on a boat.
No, this is different from
adamantine. It was worth it.
This is different from adamantine. This is a different metal altogether.
No, I meant adamantium, like Wolverine claws.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's, I'm going to go drop my things off, my bag and everything in the room. And then I will, Vicus, I'll head off with you and we'll see if we can't find a smith. Actually, good sir, is there, you said master smiths, only master smiths know how to work with them. Do they congregate in a certain place or are they forges all over the city?
You won't find any master smiths here. They're only found underneath the mountains.
Ah, yes, in Sodring.
There's no forges here in Barator itself, just the final products so we could trade with the tall folk. and then all of the actual work is performed underneath the mountains.
Are they, well, I guess, are you, welcoming to visitors underneath the mountain?
Hardly getting. The pass is quite treacherous to wagons and such, so it's very difficult for caravans to get there, which is why the town was formed. But I think it's been a few years since we've had any visitors. They won't be able to go into the mines or to the forges themselves, but there are some taverns that can accommodate visitors.
Well,
Well,
doesn't
good.
sound like they're very closed doored.
No, that sounds excellent.
Most people just don't like being underneath the mountains. We don't necessarily dig up. We dig wide and down and deep.
Oh,
So,
Yes.
Yorn, our friend Yorn does that.
Yes, he's quite wide and deep.
Quite deep. Emotionally.
I actually love spelunking, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes. I
Yeah. I mean, nothing to stop you all from visiting there and maybe commissioning some stuff if you end up getting an audience with the master dwarf or two.
that would be great.
Well, we know at least one thing we're going to get made out of ruined steel.
And what is that?
Well, it's a surprise, but I can tell you it's a hat that rhymes with brown.
A hat that rhymes with brown.
A crown.
Ah, a crown. Royalty. Are you royalty?
Oh, no. But we were commissioned to speak with the dwarves of Sodring, underneath the mountain, as you say, to have a very nice crown commissioned. And it sounds like this metal, with its capability to be enchanted, seems like just the ticket. So that should be perfect.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, if you find a dwarf that's willing to spend the time to work with the metal, I'm sure it would be a very fitting piece of headwear.
Yeah, that should be excellent. Well, good sir, I have taken up enough of your time, so I'm going to head up to the room, but I'll meet you all back down here in a few minutes.
Ah, yes, enjoy your stay in Barator.
Thank you very much, sir.
I imagine we will. So Ed, how are you today?
Oh, I'm just along for the ride.
No,
Weird seeing people of similar stature and shape to myself.
Yes, that's primarily why I wanted your input. Are you looking forward to going under the mountains?
I mean, sure.
So no, you're not.
Seems a little claustrophobic, no?
Well, yes, but it should be interesting for sure. And I must ask, why the long face, Ed?
Out of character, I was going for the. Well, I wrote all the Game of Thrones books, so.
How very
Well, they're never gonna. I'm never gonna write the last one, so you might as well just, stop caring about
There's
it.
2 more that he has to write. He has to finish.
Yeah,
one,
I'm
two,
not.
manager
I'm not writing any of them, so they're gonna have to write it after I'm dead.
Using my non-existent notes because I didn't take any.
Because I ain't wrote shit. I'm out of ideas and don't know how to finish it. That's
All right.
it. That's my part.
Well, Ed, that is a brilliant piece of insight.
Yep. So, there you go. I'm glad you helped me get that off my chest.
As am I. Is there anything else you would like to take its place?
So, I mean, there may be some useful magical items, but we're kind of broke, so...
Well, I'm sure we could... I'm sure we have something we could trade, yes?
I don't know. I'm pretty broke. My bag is tapped.
Fair enough.
So maybe we need to kill some dragons. I mean, I'm glad we're doing our quest that we're on now, but we need to fill the coffers, as it were. The orcs are not really worth anything.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, I don't have shit. I was just checking my backup wallet and my character. I got nothing.
You have a backup wallet?
Yeah, it's my prison pocket. No, I have my, so like in the party loot.
We
I have
all
like
have
columns.
a little bag in the back, and the magical hole.
Yeah, so
we
I have
all have our little hidey hole bag.
Yeah, so I have a backup character, and I just keep all that gold and everything on them. But they only have silver and copper now because everything else is gone.
Now, this may be a good place to transfer your other useless into gold because, you know, there's a large amount of raw materials around.
Yeah, no, I could do that. I've got about 1,200 copper, so that's, 120 gold. And, like, 50 silver. So, I've been keeping the platinum on Callum, but yeah, we could transfer all of it just to put it back all on one character sheet.
I mean, I'm not entirely tapped. So, are there people that can make armor here?
There are people
Or is
who
that
can
only
fit
in
armor.
Sodring?
There are people who can fit armor. There are no other forges here to actually forge armor.
I would just like to add that we do have some ice dragon scales that may prove
You can't have
useful.
them! They're my project!
Okay. I mean, we have 11, so that's
I
a lot.
need them, Edwin.
You know, you try the voice a lot harder, so everybody give him a little bit.
That was top notch.
But we do have the dragon throat the gizzard thing, so I'll maybe think of a use for it if you guys don't have any. I'm wondering if maybe I can make some kind of device that manipulates this, and you know, kind of like a short-range bow, like a blunderbuss of sorts, but with the breath weapon.
Like something to strike the gizzard throat module thing and blast out cold air?
Yes, but my concern is I don't know how to, like, reload it. Like, you know, when you shoot a crossbow and you put a new bolt in it, I feel like after you shoot it a few times, it's just used up.
Yeah, no, you'd have to, like, put some sort of... You know what might actually... Thinking outside the box here, if you had like a circlet of like spell storing and you stored like because this thing is still cold, right? Like we've looked at it, like it's still usable.
I've got it in my cooler. I've got a cooler,
right?
Whatever, so
if you put like a circlet around it with like spells of like I don't know, like healing word, cure wounds or something, and then every time you fired it, you then healed it. Maybe that would work. I don't know. Something to that regard.
I don't know. Why don't we ask the doctor? What do you think?
Well,
learned doctor or doctor.
So basically, the way that it works is once it's outside of the original body, then it's a little more complicated to keep it performing its normal functions. It's just rudimentary
I'm just
anatomy,
trying to
really.
think of a way to get it to work. I don't know, like once a day or something.
Well, yes, I mean,
And it
of course.
recharges every day at dawn.
Yeah, like every day at dawn, you sit it in the sun and it's warmed up, and now it works again.
Well,
Like that.
yes, perhaps.
It's a shame that it's not like fire, because I feel like we could just leave it out in the sun and it would recharge.
Well, maybe Frost could sleep with it to keep it
Ah,
cold.
see, yeah, there we go. What does God think about that?
I don't
Like-
want to sleep with it, Vegas.
Well,
What if he breathes on it to
yes,
recharge it?
you could breathe on it.
I may vomit with the smell. That would be very bad.
I could imagine so. Is it just solid? Is it frozen on the way up?
Oh, so I'm just gonna break the voice because it's really hard to explain what I'm thinking. So, you know how we have the cooler that it's already in that keeps it from, like, deteriorating? The gun is, like, stored in that, and you take it out, and you use it, and you put it back. Like, it's all... you have to take apart one of the freezers. Like, it can only be used for this, because it's now specific for that. So it's like a two-step process. It's like, you put the rocket into the javelin, and then, after you shoot it, you take the tube off, and you still have the masterpiece. It's like
What if you just cut a hole in the cooler and then had like a gate, right? And
Yeah,
then like
you
you'd
pull
lift
the
it up
trigger.
and it would blast out cold air, and then you close it, and then no harm, no foul, because it
Yeah.
doesn't deteriorate.
Yeah.
So you just puncture it, shut the lid, and then make sure you have the gate.
Well, I mean, I'm a master of tinkering, so I'm thinking you pull the trigger, right? Something smashes the gizzard thing, so it's, it goes, but at the same time, it spring loads, opens a door, so it goes out. And then after like a certain amount of time, there's like a gear in there that then trips and shuts the gate back and resets the trigger.
You're creating so many fault points right now.
It
doesn't matter.
me.
It's just a Rube Goldberg dragon gizzard machine.
Yeah.
You drop a tomato in, and it drops a weight onto the gizzard. No,
I mean, I fully explained how it works now, so.
Draw us a picture.
Please.
I'm gonna need schematics.
I need a 3D Blender animation.
It's gonna have a vein on it. I'm just letting you know.
Naturally, yes.
If it didn't, we would be upset.
All right. So all this I thought we put all this stuff that's in the loot guys, like the tiger's eye, the small gold to idol, and everything like that. Did we already put that into like our coinage, or do we still need to sell all that stuff to get coinage?
If it's still in there, it has not been sold.
Okay.
And it acts as coinage, by the way. You don't have to
Right.
exchange it.
I thought we put prices next to everything, but now I don't see any. So maybe we didn't.
We probably sold a lot of the things that had prices at a laziness.
Probably, yeah. That's probably exactly what happened. Okay. Well, I would like to go to the market and get an idea of what like an armor fitter would charge me to get a like a breastplate of rune steel.
Or perhaps an entire suit of armor of it.
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay. So visiting one of Hold on one sec. Visiting one of the armor smiths, you end up encountering a dwarf who can tell you a little bit more about runesteel prices for unenchanted, just worked into usable armor.
Evening, lads. This is Zog. How can I help you?
Hello, Sir Zog. I am looking to see how much a Well, did Vicus come with me? I'm
Yes.
assuming. Okay. What, like something he's wearing here, like made of gorgeous steel, but in rune steel, and it's full plate armor. You're wearing full plate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's smoldering. It's slightly glowing.
Oh, right. Something like
Right.
that.
Well, rune steel is quite rare. Obviously you see a bunch of people here have it, but typically this type of stuff isn't cheap. Each armor piece needing to be fitted is going to be 500 gold piece. And then for just plate armor, you're going to be looking around 6,000 gold. Around after that, if you're just wanting just the breastplate, you could probably be looking around 2,000 gold.
And does the 2,000 gold include the fitting or no?
The 2,000 gold does not include the fitting. That is solely just the piece.
So 500 gold for the fitting. So full plate. We're looking at what greaves, the forearm pieces that I don't remember what those are called.
You're looking around 8,500.
8,500 gold. Okay. It's not as terrible as I thought it was. Mechanically speaking, like above table.
Well, that's the unenchanted stuff. Once you get started working on the enchanted stuff, that's when things really start to skyrocket.
So what
No,
are
of course.
the normal, I guess, physical properties of this rune steel? How does it hold up to, say, something of this make here?
Well, let me see what your buddy's here wearing.
Yes, what I'm wearing, yes.
Oh, what
This.
you're wearing? Well, I've got bad eyesight. You're gonna have to get a little bit closer to me.
Okay,
I need to
right.
see.
Yes, of course, certainly.
All right, let me touch this here. And Zog reaches out and just like kind of firmly grips your armor. And as you get close, you can see his eyes are almost gray, which would some probably assume that he's probably blind. Yet he's a fitter of armor. Well, let's see. Very good steel. You've got a nice set here. Well, what our rune steel would do is it has increased durability, so you would just have a higher resistance of, say, someone trying to pierce or slash against your type of armor. Long story short, it just pretty much has increased durability and it's resistant to slashing weapons.
Well, that is certainly
4 plate, by the way.
good.
There's
For plate.
different types of armors, so the way that it gets crafted is you get different benefits.
So plate is only slashing, not slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning.
Correct.
Okay. That's really cool. I mean,
Sounds
protect
like
you against me.
remarkable things. And Frost and his giant sword.
That's true. That's true. We're going to have to murder him very soon.
What?
No. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. What?
No,
Murder who?
that was a joke. There's a big dragonborn fellow. I'm sure he'll be by later. He's a big guy. No, just a joke. He travels with us.
Right. Well,
Not gonna murder
are
him.
you planning on to do any business with me today? I'm sure I got some other customers.
Well, yes, kind
Are
of.
we?
Well, yes. Well, do you have the gold?
So, well, I am more or less trying to get more information. I haven't finished with the information bit. So you say enchantments. What? Say, for example, I wanted
Well,
a
look
magical
here,
step bit.
pal. Look here. I'm just.
Yes.
You're gonna have to talk to Meek down the road here. He's the one that was the enchantments.
Oh, well, sorry then, good sir. I did not mean to waste your time. Sir Zog, yes?
Yes, Zog, that is correct. You no waste of time. Please do come
Yes.
back.
Start,
It's just
waving my
me.
hand in front of his face as trying to see if he can see it.
He barely sees, and you see him wave in the opposite direction away from you. Yes, I appreciate it. Do come back.
Yes, certainly. Thank you, Sir Zog.
Goodbye, Sir Zog. That was weird the way he manhandled you. That was pretty funny, honestly.
It's clear that his eyesight is not great, so he needed to get.
Is that your
imagine,
professional medical opinion?
Yes. Did you not see his eyes?
I wasn't really paying attention, to be all that honest.
Yes! Sorry, that just
As-
really got me.
As a learned doctor, yes, he is most.
As a cloistered
blind.
man of the doctoring.
He is mostly blind.
Oh,
Could you not
well,
tell?
no, I wasn't
Maybe
really...
maybe we should make it a side quest that would cure his blindness.
Yeah, exactly. Already in Callum's journal. No, the that's amazing. Quick sidebar, because I was playing Celeste last night, so I made our group that I could. The very first outing, Ed played dice, which I thought was hilarious.
Nice.
And Vicus swung his mace and missed someone and was like, "You suck!" And it fucking made me laugh so hard.
Oh goodness, what is this game? We'll have to talk about it after the session, I guess.
Yeah, Celeste, Crown of the Magistrate's a 5e D&D game. It's pretty fun. But yeah, off to see Meek.
Yes, certainly. He said down the road. Do we just call out for him?
Make a perception check.
I was also looking.
Callum immediately notices, but Vicus, you notice a few seconds later as Callum calls it out. There's literally a sign saying Meek's Magical Galore. And it has a symbol of a dwarven face with his eyes replaced with arcane symbolage.
Is it dollar signs? Is that the arcane assemblage?
He might.
There you go.
He might. It appears that Meek might also be blind based on his sign.
Or he has magical eyes.
Yeah, well, yes, probably to replace his original blind
I
ones.
think they call those Sharingan.
Excuse me? They call them what?
It doesn't matter. On to Meek, so.
Okay.
When you arrive inside of Meek's shop, you notice that it is quite cluttered with various scrolls, tomes, candles that are lit and just laying all over the place, including the floor.
Oh my, that's a fire hazard.
There's only like one clear section, which happens to be in the center of the room, where there's runic symbols engraved into the stonework. And before you see a dwarf floating around with boots that give off that shimmer, that iridescent shimmer, as he's just hovering around. There's shelves and cabinets just randomly nailed to the walls, holding contents. It does not look organized at all. He's completely disheveled as he's just zooming around.
Well, hello. Good, sir.
Mr. Meek, we presume?
as he continues to fly around.
Oh, maybe he's deaf instead of blind.
That would be very funny.
Ed is going to use Druidcraft to have the wind blow behind his head, so he looks over at us and like tussles his hair.
When the fuck did you get here?
Right.
He quickly looks around and he looks down at you all. I was like, "Oh, visitors!"
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, welcome! How can I help you? As he lowers himself to the ground.
Well, your boots are magnificent, sir. I must say. Are you
What did you say? You're gonna have to speak up.
Ah, yes. One moment.
Oh, Ed's
He
got
is
this.
fucking
Ed's
deaf.
got this. Ed's got this. Ed's got this. Ed's got this. Ed's got this. He
Thaumaturgy.
says, "Hold on, I have it." And as you're talking, he's just gonna be constantly doing minor illusion to show subtitles under your speaking. So it's like you're in a Japanese, like, spaghetti, whatever, Western.
Perfect. So, yes. Your boots are quite lovely. And
Yeah. You don't have to talk like that. He definitely can read, okay?
Oh,
Just talk
yes.
normal.
Okay, yes. So
You
your
sound
boots...
stupid.
Your boots, they're nice. What would a pair like those cost?
My boots are not for sale.
No, not yours. I would say if I were to get a pair of boots out of rune steel, what would it cost you to enchant them with such a enchantment that you have on yours currently?
40,000 gold?
For a single pair of boots?
I mean, they're armored.
Yes, right. And you can fly. I did see that.
Oh yes.
Is that the boots that do that? Is it an enchantment on the boots?
Oh yes. I just fly anywhere where I want to go.
Is that all those boots can do? Can they do anything else? Not to say that it isn't remarkable, because it is. I'm just curious. For 40,000 gold, I'm curious if that's the cost of flight.
It's unlimited flight and hover, I guess. I mean,
Well,
I
I suppose that is worth it.
We could ask Ed. He's an expert in unlimited flight.
them being made of metal makes it protect my toes, so I don't stub them.
Yes, certainly. You would not want to stub your toes while flying. I assume that would be the worst.
It's
That means you're flying too
absolutely
low.
horrible.
You're definitely flying too low if you stub your toes while flying.
There is things that hold up my roof that I trip over every now and then.
There you get that. That is no good. Well, I actually have a question then. Do you only do enchantments on rune steel equipment, or do you just do enchantments in general?
I enchant anything that you want, but I mean, rune steel is where most people come to me to get enchanted, and I don't do the enchanting myself. I put in the orders.
Oh, okay. Well, I notice you have a lot of scrolls and books and odds and ends, components, and so forth.
Lots of candles on the ground that are lit.
Yeah.
There's
That
a lot
too?
of things that people are interested in, and some of it's very disgusting, if I do say so myself. But they want enchantments for anything, so I have to have at least a catalog of everything that is known to be enchanted, so that way I could at least advertise it or inquire about it.
Where does one get said catalog?
There's no catalog, it's all up in here, as he taps his head.
Ah,
And I guess all over
Yeah.
the floor, as he looks around at the books.
Well, I would be interested in some just leather boots that gave me the ability to fly. It doesn't necessarily need to be unlimited, but having the ability to fly when needed would be beneficial. How much do you think that would run me?
Let me check. As he begins to zip around the room, pulling at different tomes, as he flips through some pages, and he goes, nope, and he just throws that book onto the floor instead of putting it back where it came from.
Oh, that explains it.
While you're looking, I'm wondering if you have an enchantment that would recharge the fundamentum of a dragon gizzard.
Particularly a frost one.
Eh.
I'll take a look.
While God is doing that, I will give you guys the weapon that I've engineered. Let's see here.
What is
It rotated it for some reason. I apologize. I didn't notice until after I took the picture. I'll try to send it again. There it is, right side up. And that gear in the back is like a timed spring gear that comes back after, that's what resets the whole thing. And then there's a spring behind the hammer that once it's released, that's what makes it come down. And then after the reset gear, it does its thing, it will turn that thing back up because it's got a stop built into it, you see.
What lifts the gate?
When you pull the trigger, obviously. That's why
Right.
that's why there's a spring on that first top gear. Once you pull that, it releases it. It'll spring that door open, and then when that also gets reset, that's why it's got that tooth there. You see, it's D&D, man. Come on.
I know. You
It's
forget
built
that.
by Acme.
You forget that I am a mechanical engineer, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm wondering how this actually works, because they look like worm gears, right? So they would like spin and like adjust each other back and forth. That would, move it. I see that, but there's nothing to make that gate go up and down, unless there's a spring like on the bottom. Yeah, you could do that.
I found the boots. Or do you have the boots with you, or are you gonna buy those separate?
No, I have a pair. Well, how long would it take?
Oh, probably 2 to 3 months.
Okay, I'd buy the boots separate then.
Isn't this just a geographical oddity? Everything's 2 to 3 months away from being done.
Hey. Now, do you want the soul binding thing on there, or do you want them without the soul binding?
Does Callum know? Callum knows that soul binding just means they only work for me.
Attunement.
Attunement.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to attune to them.
Okay. That'd be about 8,000 gold.
8,000 gold. And with the attunement?
Around 5,000. Though, tell your friend to make the letters bigger. I can't see from this distance.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you, sir. You are a vision, as it were. We're getting ready to have a flying ship, so I want like a fail-safe way to fly if I fall off the fucking ship. But my attunement's kind of spoken for.
Cal, just spring for the non-attuned, and we could find a way to pay for it. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it right. Unfortunately, I don't have 8,000 gold right now. But yeah, we'll have to come back. But that is good to know, Mr. Meek, and you are the first one I will come to once I have the funds to pay for that.
I would hope so.
Of course. My brother Vicus had questions about enchantments on plated rune steel armor.
I'm afraid if you can't afford these boots, you're not going to be able to afford any enchantments on rune steel.
He has
Well,
way more money than me.
Yes, so I'm just pricing them out currently. I'm not going to buy them now. Since I'm here, I figure I would get the information, I suppose.
What information you're looking for? I mean, if you're looking for information about rune steel, go talk to my friend Zog. He's just down the road.
We came from Zog. He told us to come talk to you about the enchantments.
Sure. I mean,
If you were
enchantments are
to make
enchantments.
the rune steel plate armor to be, how do I say this, even more durable than it currently is, and more magical.
He's a doctor, not an arcanist.
Yes,
Clearly.
exactly.
I mean, you're looking for just greater protection.
Yes, certainly.
Like something to raise the armor class.
I say it were middle class armor. I want it to be, top tier, high class armor.
Yeah, like 15% more durable.
There, I fixed the door for you, so now it doesn't bother you as much. Hold on.
I just downloaded the picture and I was fixing it, so damn it.
Oh, well, please do. But
I got you.
That was my fix right there. I just got lazy.
Let me see. It's been a while since someone's purchased that one. Let me see. So, the base improvement will cost you roughly around 6,000 gold on top.
Okay.
And then you basically take that price and double it for the next tier. So that would be an additional 12,000.
Okay.
And getting to that, to the one after, you're basically pushing the limits of durability, where you can start bringing weaknesses to the armor. But once you're at that one, you double that, so there'll be additional 24,000 on top of the 12 and on top of the 6.
Okay, so it would be all right. Yes, okay.
18 plus 24.
That's some of the strongest armor that you can get.
The strongest armor money can buy.
So how much do you need?
Oh, I was just getting the price. I don't have
that
really enough.
That doesn't. I mean, the good thing is once armor's enchanted, it just magically fits to you, so you don't have to pay for the fitting, but you still have to pay for the base price for the armor.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Save 200 gold there.
You save about 1,500.
So what's the total price? What does that come to after you buy the armor and do all that?
If you're trying to replace the plate, then it's going to be. I mean, Sog knows what the price is of the plate, so it's the cost of the plate plus then the. Let me see here.
Would be 8,000 plus the enchantment. 24,000 plus 18,000.
Yeah, so the cost of the plate and the armors and whatnot, plus another 42,000 in enchantments.
Oh, just a smooth 52,000 gold.
About. Plus the time that it takes to enchant, which is around 9 months for something of that strength. Unless you get locked out and one of the ancient doors decide to do it, they can do it in a matter of minutes.
And what about the refilling of the dragon organ enchantment? If I had the cooler box and wanted it to also recharge the organ, maybe like once a day at dawn or something.
I mean, I'm not really much of an alchemist type thing. recharging natural capabilities is not just something that just comes off the shelf, right? We could have something that can, especially that what you're talking about is inherently magical as well, which is weird.
That's
It's a
why I think
natural
it's an
magic.
enchantment item, not an alchemist item.
But
Now we are rules lawyering and and character.
the
It's great.
problem is that dwarven magic is very different from draconic magic, which is very different from tall man magic, and that's just you don't want to really mix the magics. It just gets all muddled. I mean, we could probably restore some of the vitality after you spill it, but not all of it.
So it'd be like a D100 situation.
It's more likely that it could recharge, but its maximum capability would be heavily reduced.
Of course, yes. All right. Well,
It was a cool idea, though.
certainly good idea, and thank you for your information, Meek.
Now, if you built something that's much larger or something, and then you could imbue more magic into it and everything, and create like more channels and foci, then you could probably get it to its full potential. Just have a longer recharge time.
I'm okay with that. So it's like we make a box when it's charged, and then after it's discharged, we put it back in the box, and then like in a week, it's recharged.
I really
Is
wouldn't
that what
want
you're
to
saying?
move it. You would want to like build it as part of like the weapon that you're going to design. You
Oh,
you
like
don't want
a
to.
cannon.
Yeah, you got the kind of like the right idea, but it would have to be larger than a cannon as well. It'd have to be something that's
Like a large cannon.
Maybe we could attach it to the polar bear.
Or perhaps another mode of transportation that we have yet to come across that is perhaps being built currently.
What's the range on the dragon breath weapon?
I believe it's 60 feet.
Would be kind of cool to do that onto a dragon.
Oh, like the dragon's mouth? That would be dope.
Yeah, like you know how we have the thing at the front of the ship. It's just in that you push a button
Right.
and it's just like.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I simplified it, by the way, guys. I simplified it. So the door swings up, so it can use gravity to reset itself, and that resets all the springs. So
I mean,
that-
yeah. There you go. I mean, that's
There
kind
you
of what
go.
I was trying to do there. I just didn't explain it well.
we got it. It's all good now.
But if you're looking for something like that, that'd be kind of custom work. You'd have to take the materials. You'd have to get them custom made, and then you would have to take them to the dwarves in Sodring and let them take a look at it and give you a quote there. That's not something I could just easily give you a quote for. I wouldn't imagine it'd be too hard once you get the size down. I'd imagine about anywhere from 15 to 25,000 gold to create something. If you want to maintain the full vitality of the weapon, if you want it to be recharged more frequently or change other characteristics of it, it could change the price. It depends on what you come up with.
Let me see what I have in my sack. Platinum's what for gold each?
10.
So have 5,500 gold. Does anyone else have 10,000 gold?
I have 800.
I have about a tenth of that.
I mean, it would be really cool, guys.
It would be very cool. Maybe we can add it as like an add-on for the crown we're going to be made that can be easily removed, and then we'll just remove it and be like, oh yeah, no, this was it was too gaudy, and then just take it with us. That would be no, I can't do that. Never mind. But ideas.
Well, we could always come back.
No, it would be, and would be come back much faster with a larger, hunk of metal to work with.
Did we attach the horseshoes of speed to the bottom of Larry?
I don't think we found a full set, did we?
You did.
I thought we did.
Oh, did we?
You made the comment that you've never found a full set in your life, and I told you, I was like, why not? You have a full set, you guys have never used it.
Yeah, we're gonna duct tape those to Larry's feet.
I was about to say, you're gonna nail something into a bear's feet.
What if we just made him like a really nice rune steel chain, and he just hung his,
All 4 horseshoes from the chain.
from the chain?
Why?
Yeah.
What? No.
Or we could just make Larry some shoes.
Bear shoes.
But he'd walk like one of those cats that you put shoes on,
Yeah,
but
that's what I
really,
was
really
envisioning.
fast. Yeah.
When you first put him on, he does that thing that all cats and dogs do, where they do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he'd be so fast.
Is there anything else I can help you all with?
Oh, no,
No.
Meek, I believe we are good, thank you.
Ah, good. Alright, well, just part of the mess on your way out. As he zooms back up and starts what looks to be organizing his tomes and scrolls.
Looking, everything's shut. Anything titled?
Do you read Dwarven?
I do.
Make
As do I.
an investigation check.
I'll burn a brilliant academic on it.
Yes.
Okay.
I get 3 a day.
Very
Alright.
nice.
24. I mean, most of them are titled something very simple, such as either a time frame like less than a month, or less than 6 months, or common, like really hard, just very stupid like titles that you would imagine for books that would be hard to organize.
Gotcha. So nothing titled like Encyclopedia Britannica of Angraboda.
No. And
Damn.
There's also,
Okay.
There's also no sword or a book about vorpal swords or anything there.
I let that joke die. All right. I left you alone. Now I'm going to bring it back up all the time.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's your fault.
Go ahead.
Vorpal swords. that's all I got. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious if it was like literally all
Okay.
cataloging or whatever.
Yeah, it's
I said
actually
I had
just
fun.
poorly titled books and tomes and stuff it would make it very hard to catalog, which is probably why
Gotcha.
this place is such a goddamn mess.
Perfect.
I'm still doing stuff if you guys want to continue, but I want to finish. I'm just seeing what we actually have.
Oh, for the money?
Yeah. Yas, baby.
Yes, bitch.
Because I think we have enough in here to make this awesome weapon.
Oh, for the masthead?
Yeah. If my numlock wasn't turned off.
Is there anything else that you guys would be doing after leaving Meek's shop?
Callum would had seeing like the price of everything.
Yeah, I
knowing
mean,
he can't
I'm
afford
always
anything.
looking for any magic items. So if we need to do an investigation check to see what we see, I'm totally into that.
Well, before we Meek, actually, before we leave, do you have anything that hasn't been picked up yet? Anything that was put on order and then no one came and got it? You're trying to offload.
He is currently organizing books and tomes.
May I suck your dick?
I'll I'll use Presto to make like a bright flash of light in my hand real quick, like a camera flash.
Ah, what? Oh, are you still here?
Yes, I forgot to ask you. Do you
I'm
have
doing the
any?
subtitles the whole time. He's doing that.
I'm still going to scream so you can get an idea of the cadence. Do you have any idea if anyone has ordered something and never came and picked it up, and you need to offload it?
It's happened a few times. Either just no shows and we hold it for a year and they don't come back. But typically a buyer is quickly found. So I don't have anything on inventory now. I mean, everything is mostly per order. It's not like we just keep an inventory of extremely powerful magical items laying around.
No, of course.
No,
That's why I was
just
seeing if
lit
anything you need to
candles on the
offload.
floor of books.
No, I mean,
These candles are really bothering you.
most of those go to the Lord of the Deep, so...
Are you talking about our friend Yorn?
Lord of the Deep?
Oh, yeah, they live deep underneath the mountains. They're a collector of sorts.
Oh, not
Ah,
Yorn then.
yes. Okay. Yes. All right.
They've
It
commissioned
just
some things. It's been quite
sounded
interesting.
ominous. I must ask, Meek. Do you perhaps have any issue with any dragons in the region?
Oh, no. Our ballistas make short work of any dragons. Though some have tried in the past, but not in the past 100 years or so.
Okay, that's fair enough. Just curious.
Okay, guys, so I looked through all of the items.
Though they're known
If I
to
put-
pillage the trade routes.
Ah,
If they notice that something that's valuable is being moved, they will come and take that wagon or such.
Foreshadowing.
How are they gonna catch us? We're gonna have our airship by then.
We'll just Tokyo drift around them and blast them with our frost cannon.
I'm not a cannon, Callum.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frost.
So right
How the
now,
fuck did you eat it?
using the money that I have and 5 of the items that are still in the party loot, I have 13,750. So we're so close.
13,750 of the how much needed?
He said 15,000 for the magical dragon.
I said
uh,
15 to 25,000, depending on what you were getting built and.
I mean, I don't need it to recharge. Like maybe recharge once a week. We just need to use it once a week. That's it.
Well, we don't even have the. We would have put this on the ship, correct?
I mean,
yes.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So why don't we? Let's do this
It's gonna
trip.
take. How many months is it gonna take to make?
You would have to talk to the dwarves in Sodring who would do the actual enchanting.
Oh, well, there we go. So
Now, I know this is relatively unique, but like you probably know, it's probably what, like 3 months, maybe.
Something this simple. The dwarves will probably get on it quite quick. Again, depending on the size and the availability to work with with whatever you bring up.
So for like 15,000, how quickly do you think, or how often would it recharge? Do you have a general idea?
I don't know. I don't deal with the actual magic. I'm not. I can give estimates based off what people have ordered before.
So what's your estimate?
Nobody's ordered anything like this before because typically dragons don't take it too well and their weapons are being used against them. It's kind of like
Yeah, they're just a bunch of
swordsman.
punks.
It's like a kind of
It
like
sounds
a
like we need to
swordsman
talk to the
with
sword.
his own sword, right?
sounds like we need to talk to the source then to get a firm idea. And luckily, that's where we're headed.
But something I do have magical like regeneration stuff that has been ordered before, and typically that stuff has lasted taken like 2 weeks to 2 months max.
There you go.
I mean, how often are we going to be using the breath weapon on the ship?
See, I don't know because it's not facing in towards the. I'm more worried about people boarding the ship. You know.
So I have a really good idea. I think we just duct tape this to one of the what are they called? Warforged.
The god, the
The
Warforged.
Warforged. Yes.
Well, he said the size really mattered, and I don't know if the size really does matter.
You use
If they'd be able to hold it.
ducks.
Remember, one of the Warforged
Yes.
is strength 20.
So there's
fair
quite
enough.
an interesting property about duck bills and duck feet. They make quite a sticky adhesive. Yes.
He's also a veterinarian.
We call those animal doctors.
Animal doctors. So,
Now on
You
today's
tall folk
episode
are
of
extremely
Vicus, Animal Doctor.
Says the man who keeps, says the dwarf, and I mean that in the most respectful of terms, who keeps lit candles on the floor of a building full of books.
The building's made of stone.
But the books are not, sir.
stone explodes. Just so we're clear. But if we were to, what if we put it? I have a brilliant idea, Ed. What if we put it on the main, that mast that was in the center of the ship? I don't know the main use of it, but what if we put an iron track, like a coupling in between the mast, like the lower mast and the upper mast, and had a track in it, and you could just take that and swivel it around the main area, so you could fire it off the side of the ship or onto the deck, wherever you wanted it.
I mean, it's only got the range of 60 feet.
Yes. And it could cover either side of the deck. Could it
Yeah,
not?
you're using. I mean, you're only losing 10 feet of range off the ship if you move it into the ship, right? So,
From the
but that way
middle
you.
out, if you were.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm up for whatever. I will put my 5,000 gold in, which gives us 13,750 gold.
I will throw in.
We also have 23,000 silver, so let's see what does that come out to? Is that 230 gold?
2,300 gold.
Yeah, 2,300 gold.
Yeah.
And I also have 138 platinum pieces if you need them.
I mean,
I'll throw in 500 gold. Yeah, I can throw in 50 platinum, 500 gold worth. We can get there for sure. We just need to get it
just the
directly
silver
quoted.
puts us over.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. So, yes. So, for example, if we were to put the masts together, tip to tip, right, and we put this thing that you're talking about in the center of it, we can cover the distance of both masts from the center out of the ship. Do you understand what I mean, Ed? From the middle out, tips to tips of the masts,
Can you
covering
show us
full
with your
surface
hands
area.
how that would look like?
Can you draw us a diagram?
I cannot, but
Fucking
I
assholes.
can show you this. Right, so it would look like this, right, tip to tip, and then
Mhm.
from the middle, it would go the full length.
He's thinking about putting a train track between the masts and having it run on the
Right.
train track
And
have
it
a
would
swivel.
go this way and cover both towards you, right, and away from you. Yes?
So what you're saying is you could see
He's a
that
doctor, okay.
because you were inverted. God, I
Yes.
hope someone got that joke.
Top Gun, baby. I know. I was communicating. Keeping up with
saw it.
foreign relations.
Thank you, Iceman.
Top Gun, baby. Keeping up with foreign relations.
Yes. So, I believe that would work. As I said, I'm not an engineer or some sort of arcane magic man, but
Yeah, if you put a steel cable, if you just hung it from like a steel cable and had a pulley system back and forth, that would do the same.
Remember, this is a
same thing.
weapon. Like, hold on, guys. Let me pull my pulleys real quick and turn these gears, and
Oh
then
no
pull
no
the
no no!
trigger.
The pulleys the pulleys would just kind of distribute the weight evenly between both sides of the system. So then you could easily swing it from one side to the other with minimal effort.
I think we just order this as a box with a trigger, and then we figure out a way to put it on something. Bigger.
Right.
Like maybe if it's heavy enough that we can just put it on one of the Warforged, then it eliminates all the problems. It
Right,
just
of
like
course.
it sits right here, and it's like he's carrying, a big box on his shoulder.
It's like
and
he's a
then-
war machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to Sodring and see how much they would actually charge us and how big it would need to be, and then we will know better.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you, Meek. Oh wait, he can't. He can't hear me.
He
No,
already
he's-
zoomed
he's
away.
gone.
He's doing.
Yeah.
All right. Do we
And
need to do
he's
anything
gone.
else?
No.
So, how many illegitimate children has Yorn had during this conversation?
Roll a D1000 now.
Yeah, exactly.
I can tell you that Yorn was borderline falling asleep.
A borderline. I'm
At
pretty
least
sure
a
he
couple
was
times.
asleep.
Guys, I'm
fairly
sorry. This is
certain
like
he nodded off for 10, 12 minutes.
This is
For
like
like
my
30.
favorite part of D&D, the wacky stuff.
I went and got ice cream to keep myself awake.
I was so engrossed, I didn't even notice you were gone.
I watched him sleep. I was watching over him
I was like,
like a silent guardian. I was watching him
and then
sleep.
I'd like wake myself up, and then I'd be like, oh, I should do like this.
I guess I was thinking about it. I'm just gonna take the Staff of Frost since no one's using it and see what I can do with it.
Or
Yes, that sounds perfect.
why don't we just mount the Staff of Frost onto something and have that fire things?
Why don't we do both?
There we go.
That's why we are covering both.
Stupid question. Can a Warforged attune to a weapon?
Only one
Well-
with sapience,
Huh?
not a robot one. He has to have free will.
Yes, he would
Yeah,
have
we
to
don't
be.
want that.
It's got to be Robin Williams, Bicentennial Man,
Yes,
Positronic Brain.
or the other robot animated movie he was in. Which was
I just
called
wanted to
Gremlins.
remind everyone that Chris Rock was in the movie AI, Artificial Intelligence. In case you forgot.
Boy, I did.
Was he?
And Will Smith was an iRobot.
By the
There
way,
you go.
Tercept is drinking alcohol.
A Smirnoff Ice. He got fucking iced, bro. One
We've
knee.
Guys,
Juggle the whole
we've
thing.
done it.
Or less.
We've done it. We've driven him to drink. We finally did it.
Mission accomplished.
I felt left out. You guys
Bye,
were all
guys.
having
Guys,
some, like, kind
later.
You guys are having so much fun drinking and laughing and stuff. I was like, I'm all serious. And... So
Yes. Well, perfect.
So back to yornhub.com.
Your
Um,
hub.
That's what drove Tercept over the edge was Yornhub.
absolutely. The fact that I didn't
Ju-
cash in on that yet.
It's just gonna be a blog that just talks about things you can do with your penis.
/ Creed Thoughts. So I would
Man, Smirnoff. I remember when I had my first beer.
hold
Look,
on.
He has to DM, all right?
That's all this man has.
Not fucking true. I have hard liquor all over the house.
I love
I can't find
Smirnoff
it.
Ice.
I tried.
It's quite delicious.
He's
and
got
I-
it hidden behind a billion stones of dragons.
Yeah, there's my tequila right there. There's
Yeah, like I'm gonna see that.
There's more in the closet there. There's underneath the pantry. Anyways, Smirnoffs
You
also
don't-
have a higher alcohol content than beer. So
That's true.
Yeah,
they do.
I love Smirnoff Ices.
yeah,
Not as
I used
what
to
was
like Mike's, but they changed the recipe or something. It's now disgusting.
what was that shitty one that everyone drank back in the day that get discontinued?
Zima?
Zimas, yeah. No, we had a big bunch of my friends and I. We had a big party when they discontinued them, and everyone just went out and bought every Zima they could find, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I don't have that much, David. I'm not lucky enough to do that. I'm not like an alcoholic, or as somebody else said recently
A
on Reddit,
connoisseur.
they're not an alcoholic, they just have an alcohol buying problem. Right?
Well,
Not a
yes,
drinking problem, they have a buying problem.
I believe that perhaps
I think that was David on Reddit.
Probably.
two. There's 2 bottles in there that are less than half full, so yeah, I have a buying problem.
Do it, Paul. Do it. Drink it. Drink it.
Chug it.
Oh God, this is gonna be that same night where you just you disappeared at like 11:30 and no one heard from you until the next morning.
His head's gonna go slowly down onto his desk, and then his camera's gonna be left on, and you're just gonna start hearing snoring.
All right. Yes. So back to the.
Callum is going to go back to the tavern and see what's going on.
There are people having fun. I mean, there's drinking. There's a little bit of.
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh, Ed. Everyone. Yorn. Cal, you might remember this game, although you might have been off to wizard school when we learned it.
Wizard school.
So there's a.
Did you attend Hogwarts?
I'm not sure what it was called. I'm sorry, your tower.
I went to Durmstrang where they raised real men.
Oh, perfect. So there's this drinking game, right? I'm sure we could get one of the patrons to join us. We call it 7. It's a holy 7 game, right? You can't say a word. You can't say the number 7. You can't say a multiple of 7, and you cannot say a double number, right? So we'll go around the table clockwise. I will say 1. Someone else would say 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Then when it gets to the 7, you would say bump, and we would go backwards. And then that person goes on from there.
So no one ever drinks?
No, drink if you get it wrong. If you don't, if you
drink
say
if you
7.
say 7.
7,
a
multiple
double
of 7.
number.
A double number.
Ugh.
And then that's when
Do
you
you
drink.
start over when somebody drinks?
Start
Okay.
over from 1. The
Because
furthest that I've ever
you're
got,
not good at counting.
the furthest I've ever gotten to was like 46.
Well,
I don't understand these rules. I would
you
have
should
to
have gotten
play.
at least 49.
Also, if you say the wrong
so like
number, you have to
11,
drink.
22, those are double numbers, right?
Yes,
Like 11
yes.
and 20. Okay.
And then, multiples of 7 as well, and anything with a 7 in it.
It's like playing double digits going down the highway,
Similar, yes.
but you just.
Oh, heck
seven.
is that?
That's where if you see a license plate with double, triple, or quadruple digits, you punch somebody and say double digits.
Like Slugbug, but different.
Like blue
Oh, see.
buggy.
We used to do that, but we always drank while we were on the highway.
There you go.
Mm.
This stream does not condone drinking while driving. Thank you very much.
No, we don't.
Unless
No.
it's funny, and then it's totally fine.
Right.
Only when it's funny, though. It has
Which
to be
is
ironic.
Never happens in reality. It's never funny if it's real.
Oh, only in D&D game.
That's right. Drive your wagon and your horse carriage.
As drunk as you want in D&D.
There you go.
Or if you have robot butlers to shuttle you around.
All right.
Yeah, I'll play
This episode, this episode of Collaborative Roles brought to you by Tesla. Our cars drive themselves.
Elon,
Wow.
give me money.
Papa Elon.
I know Bill Gates is shorting you $500 million, but give me money.
I honestly thought you were
you're
going
just
to
gonna
say.
see like a 20,000 bit tip from Elon.
The
I honestly thought you were going to say this. This episode of Collaborated Roll is brought to you by awkward silence because I literally spoke up right then. Like, let's play. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, yeah, we can, or we can just. It's fine. Yeah. I don't want to
Or-
pressure anyone.
A game that I think is rather fun, and we can play either one, but is the Never Have I Ever game. Because you learn a lot about your comrades that you didn't know before by playing Never Have I Ever.
That is true.
I feel like Yawn will be out in like three sessions of this game. He'll just be gone. But everyone else might have a good time. Vickers, you may not drink that much though, so I don't know.
Will not. Certainly, probably not drink.
So let's try the numbers game.
Right. So I will start. Who wants to go second?
I'll go
I should
second.
grab a drink before I
Perhaps you'll
play this
Yes.
game. I mean, if we're playing the game, we might as well play the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Certainly.
that's true. I'll go get a drink.
Ugh.
Okay, camera control. There we go.
And this episode of Collaborated Worlds is brought to you by Devil's Backbone Brewing Company. Please give me more beer. Please return my calls.
I hope you enjoy my tavern map.
Oh, it's
I
beautiful.
do. It is quite nice.
I like how Frost is sitting by himself. Thanks for being a spoiled sport.
I don't like it. Ed cheats.
I've never seen Ed cheat before.
It's because he uses his magic. It's dark.
Like when Frost froze half the beer in the bottom of his mug.
Yeah.
All right, so how are we gonna go clockwise from how we're sitting at the table?
That makes most sense, I think.
Yes.
All right, everyone, privately roll a d4.
Well,
Mm,
that was not what I wanted.
private roll. Okay.
Missing one from Paul.
What
That
do
is
you want?
not gonna go well.
D4.
I have a lot of ice cream inside of me right now.
Am I doing just an investigation check? I'm confused.
Just roll a d4. Okay. All right. Who thinks? I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this.
We must decide by another drinking game.
No.
Who goes first?
Vicus and Alex reroll.
Okay.
All right. Vicus, you get to go first.
Perfect. 1.
I like how Frost is sitting by himself.
I
Two?
tell you, Ed cheats. Ed, your turn.
Am I rolling a d4?
No,
You're
you're saying the
fine.
next number in line.
Guys, I don't understand how to play this.
We're
Just say the
counting
next
up.
number.
counting up from 1. You can't say the number 7. You can't say a multiple of 7. You can't say a
So-
double number, and you cannot say a number with 7 in it. We call it the Holy Sevens.
So you're on 3, Ed.
I lose the game. I legitimately don't understand.
You just count. So I like
3.
Vika said 1. I said 2.
4.
You said
5.
6.
And then when you get to 7, Ed, you have to say bump. But if you say 7, then you lose and you have to drink, and we start over from 1. So at this point, you were to say bump, and it goes
But
back.
you said you got to 49 once.
That's the highest. What? Yes. Just count. Say
Bump.
bump. Yes. Now it goes backwards.
8.
9.
10. Say bump.
You said it goes backwards.
Yes, it did go backwards. There's
The
only 4 of us
order.
playing.
Yeah.
So now you go after Yawn. He said
Hey,
10.
Frost, what's going on, buddy? I'm gonna go hang out with you.
Fine.
Alright,
We're done
speed
playing the
round.
game.
Bump.
Yes.
12.
13.
Bump.
15.
16.
Bump.
18.
19.
Dude, I don't get what you're
20.
doing at all. It makes no sense.
Bump. Actually, it would
23.
win you.
Oh yeah.
Well,
No, so like
It's
we're
hard
waiting for
to do
somebody
when
to
you're
fuck
not
up.
physically at a table. Yeah.
Jesus, Paul.
It's also really hard to play if you're not super drunk.
Hmm.
And also, I put the rules in text above your head there, Paul. We're all
Okay. I still don't get it. Just no.
Fine. Sorry, everyone. It was a terrible game. Perhaps
That's fun.
us
I like that.
doctors enjoyed it a bit more than the rest of the populace.
Well, now I got
more-
these beers and I'm gonna have to drink them.
All right, Ed, come back. Let's play Never Have I Ever for a few moments, and then we'll go to bed.
And in the distance, you see some dwarves over here playing a different game.
Ah, dwarven
see-
dwarves. Yes.
You see 2 dwarven guards. They're playing a variation of the game that everyone knows, Five Finger Fillet, but it is with a hammer instead. It is with a massive hammer that they are slapping in front of each one of their digits with their eyes closed.
Oh.
Oh,
And in front of
God.
them, you can see a pile of coins.
It's like getting really close to trying to smash grapes without smashing the grapes.
I need my hands for spellcraft and swordplay, so I don't think I want to play that game.
I certainly do not. That sounds.
Right
would
as
go
David
watch.
says that he would not want to play that game, one of the dwarves smashes his index finger and he holds it up. Oh, Bannon, you always do this! And he smashes the other dwarf in the side of the shoulder and then just shoves forward what looks to be around 50 gold pieces towards the other dwarf's way.
That's a lot of gold.
Well.
Yawn! Hello! How are you today, you big strong man, you?
Doing wonderful.
That's so great. You should play that game.
And maim myself?
Well, we have a doctor.
Yes, I could fix you.
Can I get
Later.
a perception check or investigation?
Investigation? From anyone?
Yeah, from anyone. You can see
Okay.
that the hammer probably looks to weigh around maybe 70 to 80 pounds. And
Oh,
they're swinging
certainly
away with
not.
one hand.
No.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
child's
Nah.
play for Yawn.
Yeah, that's what Yorn does.
The guy's abs have abs.
It's like an ab tree.
Yes.
Just keeps splitting off into more abs.
I didn't know you could get abs on this side of your body right here, but apparently that's a thing.
No, those are my wings.
Is Yorn gonna
Oh.
play?
I can play.
I will heal your hands, Yorn,
Okay.
to the best of my
Was it these
doctor
guys?
abilities.
That would be them.
Okay.
Look at you, big strapping man with no shirt or armor.
Do I know what the game is called? As someone
It's called Fuck
who
Nugget.
literally lived in brothels and bars for most of his life.
Yeah, you've probably seen this game being played before.
Fuck Knuckle. That's
Mostly
what
by
they
you
call it.
drunkards.
We're gonna call it Fuck Knuckle.
The
Uh,
dwarf
Because that's what
right
happens to your
across.
knuckles.
The dwarf right across from Yorn leans forward and he slaps his hand on the table, and you can see the tip of his index finger is smashed like a grape, and it is still leaking blood.
It's just exploded.
Gerlock's my name. Welcome to our table. Are you here to play?
Yes.
Yawn.
And
Well, put it there.
I pull out my own maul, which is in the shape of a giant slapping hand.
The
Play
dwarf
with
just
mine.
looked at this. No, that's not how our game is played. We play with our maul. As he lifts up and grips the handle of the hammer, and as he grips it, you can see blood squirt out onto his forearm. And he hands it over to you with one hand out.
And just kind of like I grab it without trying to like get any blood on me. I'm just like, yeah,
Is your character squeamish?
not squeamish. He just has
Yorn physically grips the remaining muscle tissue that came out of the man's index finger and blood
Ugh.
around the handle. And his hand slides slightly. Don't worry, the blood is a part of the game. It's meant to make it a little bit harder as you drink. Now, before you actually take one hit, you need to take one good stiff drink as he slides forward a large glass of an unknown liquid.
okay. I will drink like half of it, I guess.
No, all of it,
All of it?
gotta
Okay.
go down.
All of it's going down.
Alright, now put out your other hand. Now, as the game goes, I'm gonna give you a set. You've got to strike the set that I give you. If you don't strike the set I give you, your money comes to me. If you strike the set I give you, then my money goes to you. It's pretty simple, right?
I don't know what you mean by set, like out of character, but
Well, alright, so you're gonna have, he's gonna say pinky, ring finger, index, thumb, and he will skip out on a finger, and you have to just strike just those fingers. Or he may say thumb, ring finger, and then index finger, middle finger, pinky.
so
And you have
I
to-
have to put those on the table.
Yeah, you put your hands out on the table, and you are
Yeah.
striking out in front of those index fingers, or in front of those digits. And if you fail the attempt, then you actually strike your hand. Does that make sense or no?
I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to figure out what the actual part of this. It seems like just smashing your hand is the game.
Well, have you ever played Five Finger Fillet?
Yes, I've played
Okay.
Five Finger Fillet before.
So in Five Finger Fillet, you're given a set of where you're actually supposed to strike between each of your individual fingers, or you're going to be matching what the person is going to be doing in front of you, right?
I thought it was just a set pattern.
No, so in Five Finger Fillet, you can You can be opposing someone and they will actually cut in front of you, and then you have to do their same exact cut. Or they'll tell you where they want you to cut and what pattern, and you have to match it.
Okay.
So pretty much, I think the easiest way to do this would just do 5 separate rolls, as if he were giving you a set. And then if you roll over whatever amount Tercept wants, then I think it would be a pass
Okay.
or a fail. Does that work, Tercept? DJ?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what dice to use. What I'm thinking is
D10s. I got 10 fingers.
I think you just
You got
roll a
5 on
d5, and if you roll the number of the finger, then you hit it.
yeah.
Or we can just do
I'm just saying,
D6
that's-
reroll ones.
So what I was.
I'm
going
just saying, I like that because it's simple.
But then how does drinking come into play? Which is why I was thinking it's going to be D10.
when you smash your finger.
I was thinking. I
mean,
think
you're-
it's a D10 minus the number of drinks that you've had, and if you roll below 1, then you smash your finger. So
It's
the
whatever
more you-
God says.
I think that's what we're
That's
gonna do. We're gonna do D10 minus the number of drinks that you've had, and if you roll below 1, you smash your finger. So the more you drink, the higher the chances of failure.
Okay.
All right, so roll D10 minus 1.
Alright, pal, you're gonna be smashing your thumb, your middle finger, your pinky, your index, your ring finger.
The whole hand.
You pass.
I throw my hand out and I wham!
Oh, boy, gosh! This man's a natural talent.
So close. So close to hit my fingers.
As the dwarf who introduces him, my name's Gaylock, here's my money! As he pushes forward a few coins your way, and it looks to be a combination of some bronze, some silver, and maybe 1 or 2 gold pieces.
I only have gold pieces. So I'll just like add a gold piece to the pile and I'll be like, all right, your turn, drink.
Alright, I'm already off. Where am I? Bearnorm, where am I? How many drinks am I on, Bearnorm?
You drinks. This is your 4th drink going down.
You bloody lie, but alright. As he grabs them all back from, Yorn?
Yes, yawn.
He grabs
Yorn.
it back from
Hey,
Yorn
barbaric
and lays
guy.
down his hand. He slaps it down in front of Yorn. And he goes, alright, give me my set.
Which one of his fingers was already smashed?
His index finger.
Thumb, index finger, ring finger, pinky.
Alright, here I go! As he goes, just violently starts swinging towards his hand. As he slaps and slaps and slaps and slaps, and he slams them all down in front of you, and then he reaches into his pocket. Now I raise you! As he throws down 4 gold pieces.
All right. Well, I'll drink. I'll grab them all. Ah. Call my set.
Alright, Benham, you give him his set. I'm gonna go get us some stale ale. As he, like, pushes
Oh,
himself up
stale.
off the table.
Ugh, disgusting.
I'm gonna bet it's your pinky, your thumb, and your middle finger.
All right. Woo! It almost stopped on a 1.
Oh my.
Woo. Smash, smash, smash.
Bump.
And Gaylock comes back and he just drops down 4 large drinks. You didn't smash anything. You cheating?
No, I just don't think he's drunk enough yet.
Gaylock pushes 3 drinks towards Yorn, and then he grabs a single drink and sits back down. All right,
It's your turn.
I feel like the object is just to smash your hand. That's
Yeah,
literally-
no. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'll he put in 4 gold pieces. I'll put in 6 gold pieces.
top buyer here. All right, Bernorm, it's your turn. As he slides them all over to Bernorm.
All right. Well, this is only my second drink, so
Wow. Okay.
Lightweight.
I just got off my shift. What's
Fair.
my set?
Fair enough.
Thumb, middle finger, pinky finger.
That's the same one that I gave you. As he
Was it?
smashes his
no.
he smashes them all into the table, leaving a good-sized dent, but barely missing his fingers.
Alright, give me that. Bernorm, where's your money? You fucking cheapskate. Put your money on the table. 6 gold pieces to you.
Ah, fuck you and your 6 gold pieces. Here, have a platinum.
Oh shit.
Ooh, fucking the rich guy over here.
What?
Gaylock starts digging into his pockets, and then he pulls out a knife, a dagger, that looks to be completely covered and golden at the hilt. It has golden emblems on it, as edging in it. And then he slides that forward.
It's worth at least 10 gold, guys.
Who's getting edged?
And then he puts down some other random gold. He's obviously at probably the bottoms of his pockets now. But Bernorm has quite a bit of money left as he has been winning. Oh, he grabs them all. All right, big guy, abs upon abs. What's my set?
Every goddamn one of
That's
your
you.
fingers.
God damn.
Oh shit.
All right.
Index finger, thumb, ring finger, pinky finger.
I'm going in. As he just starts smacking the table.
This has got to be the worst game I've ever seen.
Woo!
As he slaps and slaps and slaps, and then you can barely see him almost graze his pinky finger before he just rips them all forward and then tosses it towards Yorn.
All right. He put in a platinum, or he put in a dagger.
Here, Yawn. And I give him 2 platinum pieces.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I
fine.
put I put my wand of conducting on the table.
What the hell is that stick?
And I wave it around.
I heard one of conducting out. I thought it was like electricity. I didn't realize that it was actually music.
Like musical conductor.
Yeah, it's a conductor's wand that magically plays music.
We already got some fancy instruments over there, but I guess a stick will do.
It does it by itself.
Yorn waves it around again.
My son has that exact same wand.
It's wonderful. All right, Yorn will drink. Let's do this.
Yawn. Be careful, yawn. I looked at Cal. I say, I don't know if I'll be able to fix his finger if he explodes it.
Yeah, this is really, really. I mean, I couldn't even lift that hammer, I don't think, but this is stupid.
I
Ah.
can heal the wound.
All right.
I want that dagger.
He only laughs that way when he's getting drunk.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I was probably actually 4 beers in at this point. So. Ah. All right.
I'm on my second glass of whiskey, 1 beer.
Gaylock reaches forward and grabs them all back. Oh, this is bull. Oh wait, did you swing yet?
Nope. I was
Oh, my
waiting for you
bad.
to tell me what I was swinging.
My bad. All right, here we go. You're going to go panky, 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 middle finger.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Fuck it. Wham, 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 wham. Like the whole like anything that's on the table is jumping every time I smash this hammer into the table. All right. Somebody else's turn.
Venom, it's back to you, old pal. As he slides them all over.
Well, since you handed me such a big pot of gold, I'll just put it back here on the table as he just empties out the sack of gold that he recently had won.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can't double any of this. I guess that's all in. All right, boys, fetch us another round. This is the all-in. As the bartender rushes over with a giant plate of drinks and puts 2 in front of each person that is playing the game.
Oh,
All right, everyone down him! As he grabs both of the pints and then just rocks them both back and starts chugging them at the same time.
All right.
Oh, my.
All right, big oak.
All right,
What's
2
my
drinks.
set?
All right, you big burly beast. You gonna go thumb, ring finger, thumb.
Oh,
That's
it's your
easy.
turn.
Yawn. One moment. And I, like, as you guys are doing that thing, I put my hand on Yorn's back as I say, You've got this. It's fine. I promise. You'll be alright. As I try to sneakily cast.
I think I got this.
Everyone does, man.
to remove the alcohol from his system.
I would like to, if the DM would allow me, to use the Calabrus inspiration point to re-roll my dice.
Please, no! I gave you a thing!
I'm probably still gonna need it.
All right, yeah, you could use Calabras on this roll. I'll allow it. It's the same thing as if we use the D20 and just double the
Yeah.
counter. So you can.
So,
All right. So he rolls or he smashes the table multiple times, not coming anywhere close to his fingers. There we go. Now show me what you have.
Oh, I guess it's right back to me as he smashes the hammer and then prepares himself. All right, big fella, what's my set?
pinky, 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 thumb.
All right, let's go! As he just starts violently hitting the table.
How is this table not broken yet? My
I don't
version is
know.
broken.
It's a strong fucking table.
It's enchanted.
Yeah, the dwarves are the Amish of D&D, so they make really good furniture.
Oh.
So the dwarven guard raises the hammer and he just smashes his pinky right off, but he doesn't stop. He just keeps on going. One hit,
Oh, no.
2 hit, blood starts squirting, and then finally he roars out as his hammer falls completely down on the center of his hand, and everyone at the table just hears a massive crunch.
Mm.
Oh! Oh!
I'm gonna look at his friend and be like, "You might need to go take him to a doctor now."
He tosses the maul towards Yorn and leans back, holding his mangled hand.
Fucking mangled.
Well,
His pinky is gone. His tip of his index finger is gone, and his wrist and his palm are just shredded.
well, considering that.
I think we'll call the game here, boys, and I'll just take the gold that I put in. You can keep the dagger and the extra. Ah, it was nice playing with you.
Don't let him do that. This Slughorn's gotta go. Face him off, or you're not a real man. As Gaylock points at Yorn.
You're going to pass out very soon from blood loss, so you won't remember any of this,
Yorn's
honestly.
more than happy to, but it is Balon's turn. And he just downed 2 beers.
Alright then. I'll take the maul then. And he just flings a little bit of the blood off onto the floor.
Oh, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Now,
No, it's really not.
what's my set?
Thumb, 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 thumb.
4 thumbs.
4 thumbs. Here we go!
Anything but my thumb.
As he just slams and slams onto the table, but
Oh my
doesn't
God.
come anywhere near his thumb. Last chance.
All right.
Split
What am I
the
rolling
pot.
at now? If he cured me of drinks,
I like how now he's okay.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah.
What were you rolling at before? What was your last one? -4?
-4.
You can take away 2 drinks.
Okay.
Still fails.
All right. I'm ready to smash.
You're set. Let's
Like we're not even adding money to the pot at this point.
4 index.
4 index.
4 index fingers. Okay.
Oh
Oh no.
no!
I thought you were going to use Calabras. What happened?
He got cocky. He said, "Oh, just a -2? I have a good chance to not hit that." You want to give it any flavor there, Yorn?
I'm just gonna smash off half of my index finger, I guess. At this point, he's just like, "I'm fucking winning. It doesn't matter."
There you
Question
go.
is does it? I don't even. I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw to see if he notices the fact that his finger has been smashed at
I
this
feel like
point.
you would notice that, but okay.
I feel like the adrenaline high is yep, it hurts.
There we go.
Ah.
Then. The pot is mine. I'll take that fancy stick of yours.
All right.
As the dwarf collects the pot. Good drinking with ya.
Let's be fair, nobody really liked the stick anyways.
I liked it. That's fine. Yorn, can I see your hand, please?
Just hold up my finger.
You can see Gaylock slowly start making his way towards the door, holding his mangled hand. Oh!
Like the two bones are like just completely like the end of his finger is just like drooped over, and you're like, hold it straight. And he's like, I am.
Fine. So I just basically like take both of my hands and clasp his index fingers straight between them, and then cast Cure Wounds on it.
It closes the wounds and heals the broken bones to make it usable again, but it's definitely gonna be scarred.
That's fine. As long
It's
as he
not
can
very
use the
fine.
finger, that's fine.
You have to wear gloves now. Thanks.
I wear gloves all the time.
Oddly enough, tomorrow you guys are going to see a one-armed dwarf manning the gate.
One arm.
Yeah, we had to amputate.
But
There was no saving the wrist.
at the conclusion of that game, is there anything else you would all like to do?
No. I've seen enough.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Let's see. I think I only actually bet like 7 gold. And then the wand of conducting.
Perfect.
And now you have a scarred finger.
You will always remember this.
943 gold. All right. And unequip.
After your busy day of browsing through shops, talking to various dwarves, smashing Yorn's finger, is there anything else you would like to do as the evening comes to a close?
No, I would like to go to sleep.
Probably for the best.
Alright.
Yeah, going to bed.
You all take a nice slumber in the town as dawn comes forth. It is a new day.
And a dragon appears.
And there's a dragon attack.
Yes, perfect.
No.
What I wanted.
What do you all do from here? You are still inside of the town.
I want to fight the dragon.
Head out.
Yeah, I think it's time
I
to.
want to fight the dragon.
Patience. Patience, young Edwin.
That's the rum talking.
Yeah, I think we just head to the
Dwarves of Sodring.
Sodring.
Alright. Let me go to the map real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Due to the rough terrain, as you begin to leave, it does slow down your pace quite a bit. So it takes about a week of travels to get through. Okay. Passing through multiple ravines with creeks or small rivers underneath there. A lot of narrow bridges and rocky terrain.
Can you change the scene to the town or the map?
You can go back to the map.
I know, but
Rows
I was
and
seeing
out.
everyone else manually do it, so I was like trying to help.
Oh.
I was trying not to break your immersion.
At around the week mark, you come to the gates of Sodring as a vast structure that scales up the mountain several hundred feet, with hundreds of dwarves manning various weaponry, ballistas. They are quite heavily armored and armed with glistening armor.
You said the gate was like 100 feet tall?
Yeah.
Damn. What are the... Oh. I was gonna ask what those weigh. I was hoping I would have gotten a 20. Oh well.
They are paper.
They are heavy.
Tens of pounds.
The gates are extravagantly carved with stonework, with various engravings of dwarven lords and ladies embedded into the work itself, along with imagery of weapons, flame, and lightning.
Oh, light.
Are the gates closed?
Currently, yes, but as you approach, they open for you.
Oh, okay.
As loud thundering creaks as the doors are swung open to the side, allowing you to enter into a large, well-lit, how would you say it, hall. As floating torches and other methods of light help guide the way, as you hear nothing but clinking of hammers, carts being wheeled around, and dwarves chattering. Callum,
Looking
you speak Dwarven.
I also speak Dwarven.
You guys notice signs that help lead your path. None of this is in common, so...
Very nice.
I also speak
reckon
Dwarvish.
The Dwarven.
Oh, we all speak it!
Alright, hold on.
Oh my god, I didn't know. Guys, why are we not speaking in Dwarvish everywhere we go? No one will know. It's our secret language. And we can do it because I know Frost doesn't know. So it's extra funny. I say that in Dwarvish.
Every character I play speaks Dwarvish and Halfling, no matter what.
That's what I know.
Because I have
Dwarvish and Elvish and Giant.
I want dwarves because I like industrious dudes, but I want halflings because I also like to party. So that's my thing.
I know 5 languages.
How do you all know where we're going?
The signs.
Look at the squiggles.
I casted the spell, so we know.
It's just little carvings in the rock. How do you know what it means?
We know the language, Frost.
That's a language?
Yes, it's the alphabet.
That's terrible.
It's quite great indeed.
Frost is a dragonborn that only speaks common.
Yeah,
he doesn't even know Draconic. He gets it for free, doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Este coute pod expanse.
I choose ignorance.
As you go deeper into this massive great hall, where there are statues literally hundreds of feet tall of dwarven lords and ladies of the past, and other sculptures, the floor is smooth stone, as if it was polished marble, granite, and slate.
Oh, wow. They are serious.
So is this all torchlight where we are?
Torchlight, and then there are floating, like, metal braziers or whatever that contain flame.
My favorite.
Yes.
Metal braziers.
And there's...
I think they had those at Durmstrang.
We call them braziers sometimes.
Whatever.
Braziers, perhaps?
Braziers.
Yeah,
I call them fireballs. All right, boys?
Fireballs.
So,
Fire lamps.
There are also scones mounted onto the wall itself.
I always like to think of D&D languages as like real languages. Like what would it be? And Afrikaans is definitely how I see Dwarvish. So like Dwarvish is the best language. Would be Dwarg is the best at all. I just imagine that's what dwarves sound like.
I always think halflings talk like Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
We went on down there the river. We wanted to take a drink. Oh, we go good, man.
Oh, goddamn say, man.
Halfling is just Creole. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Hence the French accent, guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
There
Yep,
you go.
that's fair.
Bringing it all back.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
So McDonald's is canon. Halflings are French Creole. Like,
Yep.
we're just inventing our own. Spelljammer be damned.
Get out of here.
We're gonna make our own setting.
Already
So,
went through
but it's
this.
all artificial
Very
light,
house setting.
firelight.
Yes, it's all artificial firelight. The hall begins to separate into various tunnels for different purposes, and reading the signs, you know exactly where to go to find temporary housing.
Ah, yes. Perfect. Cal, did the prince tell us exactly who we needed to see, or were they expecting us as envoys, or are we to do all of the negotiation ourselves?
I don't believe they were expecting us as envoys. We just have the coin disc, and then he just wanted us to get a rather immaculate crown from the dwarves of Sodring. So, yeah, I don't know. That's.
Did he ask for a magical crown? Because I was trying to think of like some cool effects that we could do.
Magnificent and extravagant are the words that I remember. Magical was not one of them.
Well, magnificent, magical. It's close enough.
Yeah. No, he's a doctor, not an English major.
That Madge, it's all the same.
Madge is magic at the end of the day. You are what you eat.
Is magic not majestical?
You guys,
Majestical.
let me see.
Okay, I have a cool effect that I think would be decent, but I don't want it to look like that. So here's the effect that I think would be kind of cool. And I want it to look like this, but with all of the chromatic colors of dragons. That's my idea. I just came up with it just now.
Okay.
That is dope. That is awesome.
Honestly,
Do you
as
like
assistant
all of that
to the
in
DM,
one?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I think all of that.
Did you say assistant to the DM?
Yeah,
Was that an office
Perfect.
reference? Because I appreciate it.
it was.
I love it.
Yes. You guys find a tavern called the Dragon's Breath, which offers temporary housing as well for travelers. Though most of the patrons
I'm
seem
working
to
on
be,
it now.
Dwarves. Right now.
Frost, this tavern is called Dragon's Breath. I think that you would appreciate something like this.
It is the superior breath weapon. Or the superior weapon. They know this,
Yes.
which is why they named the great establishment after it.
Oh, okay. Very good. Drop your sword then.
It's superior.
It vanishes from his hand.
Yeah,
There, it's gone.
Yeah. No, you tricky bitch. All right, let's go get a drink.
Nice one, Frost.
Inside of this tavern, you see unusual, exquisite woods being used to furnish instead of stonework that you've been accustomed to seeing the dwarves being used. Just different
Cal,
types
you're
of
a
woods.
fan of wood. How how immaculate are these woods, Cal?
Do you run your hands along the woods? Feel
It's-
the
no, it's-
flowing curves?
I see what you're getting at there. I don't appreciate it, but as a
Oh, so we can make fun
amateur,
of. We
as
can.
an
We
amateur
can.
Antica,
Yes, you can
it's-
razz me for my lack of performance in a brothel, but I can't, say you enjoy wood. Okay, that's fair. And by that's fair, I mean it's not.
Huh? No, Vicus, it's because you have the sensibilities of a child, and it's cute. But
What?
no,
Oh.
the okay, Ed,
Yes.
weigh in here.
Look, all right, Ed. She
Is-
said
is
one
Vicus-
thing.
Yorn walks over to one of the chairs and is like, "You really can't tell how good it is until you get a real good smell of it."
Oh,
That's gross. If it smells like anything other than soap, that's disgusting. But Ed, would you not agree that
Talking about
Vicus,
the chair.
Right, of course, they should polish their wood, as I've had to do for the last 20 years or so. So, Ed, would you not say that Vicus is he's the baby of our group? We have to take very good care of him.
Well, not exactly. I mean, yes, in the realm of.
Ed has
Where
literally
are
been
we
cleaning.
right now?
He's
Where are
been
we
cleaning
right
your
now?
clothes as we walk for the last 10 years.
Where are we right now?
Inside a tavern.
Dragon's
Is
Breath
there
Tavern.
is there anyone within 20 foot of us?
Yes.
Is anyone? Do you think reading the room would they care if I cast a spell in this room?
Depends on what the spell would probably be.
Hmm.
Are you going to cast silence on us?
No. No, I'm just seeing if I have anything else to do. Oh, that would be kind of fun. Ooh, I might do this one.
Look,
Oh,
she said.
Yes, Vicus, you're definitely the baby. And then I immediately cast Gift of Gab. And then I'm like, but I didn't actually mean like a baby, more like, hey babe.
What?
I hate this spell.
What?
Unfortunately, Callum was 6 feet away, so he remembers everything that was actually said.
What?
Yorn's just over there sniffing wood.
Callum will just go sit with Yorn.
Acacia.
Sorry,
Look.
I'm gonna go see if they need any help in the kitchen.
Okay.
Because this food kind of sucks. Maybe I can teach you some things. I'll be back.
All right, Ed. Let's
Callum
just go
looks
into a
around
place
for
and insult
food.
everyone.
Ed, going into the kitchen, a dwarf
Oh,
grabs you
no.
by the scruff.
Oh,
What
hey,
do you
what's
think
up?
you're doing in here?
I am a cook of sorts, and wanted to see if I don't need any gold or anything. I just wanted to cook some food. I'm kind of got an itch. I'm a cook.
You
And
can
I haven't
pay
cooked in a
for
while.
the food, and we'll cook it for you.
Oh, I just want to cook food that you have ordered from people for you. I'll do it for free. I'm really good.
I don't want no little person hands touching my food.
Wait,
I-
what? Little
I mean-
person?
I mean, I can get up higher and not be as little in reference to the ground.
Does Vicus hear this?
A dwarf in a white apron with a big white top hat comes by, or the chef's hat. Is this man giving you issues? As he points towards the little man.
He's trying to cook our food.
What?
Cook our food? Is our food not good enough for you, little man?
No, I just wanted to see if you
Hold
needed any
on.
help. I'm a
Little
cook
man.
of sorts, and
Time out.
We don't
Wait,
need your
hold
help.
on.
Get
Hold
out of our
on.
kitchen.
Little man. Says the 4-foot squat dwarf.
You got a
Vicus,
problem, smart guy.
What? I'm just saying you're
we're
you're
about
a.
to get ejected from the premises.
All I'm saying
Hold.
is you are of
Yeah,
about
I'm my kitchen.
equivalent
We
heights.
got work to do. I'm about to get me guards.
No, that's fine. Yes.
It's
Ed,
fine.
let's
All
stay
right,
out of the kitchen.
Alice, there's some idiot here and wants to get kicked out.
Ed, let's leave the kitchens.
All right,
It's
he's within
fine.
5 feet of me, right? The guy that I was talking to.
He's currently holding on to you, like trying to throw you out of the kitchen.
Hold on, let me read this. I guess
Yes.
that's been longer than 6 seconds.
I gift of gab him so that it sounds like, let him cook. Instead of throw him out of the kitchen.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna go. And I'm gonna leave while my double is like just agreeing and not being there anymore.
Okay.
Okay, and I will walk. I guess I'll walk with the double because I don't know that that's a double.
Yep.
As I
And
told
then-
Ed to leave.
And then the double just goes
And I look around.
in
What?
a very, very like open way, like everyone's in there like, what the fuck? Why?
What happened here? Ed, why did you do that? Ed.
I am
Wow.
now presently burning down the tavern. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Vigus is now looking around the tavern for Ed. Where did he go?
Twin spell disintegrate.
Well, I apologize, fine dwarves, for
Okay.
the disturbance.
All right. I'm gonna use my innate cast of that. With making myself 1 foot taller, can I look like a shorter dwarf?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I looked at Yorn and Cal, and I'm like, little man, really? The dwarves of all people?
People call me big guy.
Yeah, when you're trying to win, not necessarily win somebody over, but like argue with them, lowering yourself to their level. That's not a pun on the shortness, by the way.
Oh,
Not the best idea. No, but I think Ed's playing the long game right now.
So the same dude that kicked me out, I'm gonna come up as like a dwarf, and just be like, I'll come up to him and be like, "Hey, I want to go back." And hold on, let me think about. I gotta get my dwarf voice on here. Hold on, I gotta mute for a second.
He's covering the camera now.
Why did it just look like he was sucking penises?
I gotta get into character. Lion face, lemon face, lion face, lemon face.
Metal.
yes, and
Yes, and
All right, so I'm just gonna walk up to him and be like, "Oi, I want to go back. I saw that little guy trying to cook. I want to go back there and cook. Let me go back there and hold it."
Try and get in my kitchen.
Why is it not going? There we go. He's just gonna let me do it.
Okay.
He rolled an 8, by the way, with Presto.
That's great. As all of the fire goes out and magical lighting pops up into the tavern.
I don't even know what that means.
what?
Magic alarm.
you know what that means is the DM's tired of your bullshit.
I just want to cook some food, man. He did this to me. I didn't want to do this, but he made me do it.
You hear the clinking of armor coming from outside the tavern coming down the hall.
Hold on, let me get my sunglasses off real
I
quick.
feel
I just got a notification that said
Yorn
quest failed.
Is just like sitting at the back of the tavern, just going like, I really can't wait to see what's gonna happen.
I'm
Alright.
now sitting at the table with Cal.
It's like you're
and
waiting
pretending-
for a train, knowing it's about to derail itself, and you're just like, I can't do anything to stop this.
Nope, can't do it. It's magic, brah.
Just it has to go, and I have to see the end.
Cal, are we going to have to get Ed out of some sort of jail?
I don't know what the fuck is going on. So potentially, I don't.
The sound,
Ed's not here.
The sound of armor clanking gets louder.
Ed starts walking towards the door to leave and just leaves.
I
And
thought you wanted
as
to cook
as
some
he
food.
reaches the door, I'm gonna do mislead again. Double is gonna the double that is now that was a dwarf is gonna walk to the left. I'm gonna go to the right, and then when I'm out of sight, I'm gonna come back out as Ed, and then come back to the table and just be like, "Man, what's going on? Why is everyone acting so weird?"
As you come back, a bunch of armored individuals comes in, and one that's dressed in some lesser armor, not full plate, and they cast a spell.
You can't hold on. You cast 2 5th level spells to try and cook in the kitchen.
Yeah,
It's good to know where your priorities are. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Now
This is
some
just good to
burly dwarf named Bubba is gonna be feeling the inside of you tonight.
All right.
I didn't come back. Okay, I'm joking. I didn't actually come back. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I'm just gonna like hang out nearby, but that's it.
All right. Which one of you cast an enchantment spell?
I'm not there.
I'm not saying a word. I'm sitting there, hands on
Honestly,
the table.
we saw fucking Ed go into the kitchen.
That's
We didn't
it.
What
see
about-
That's it.
anything.
What about you outsiders? You guys see anything? You guys cast this spell?
Come on, speak
Did-
up.
Did
Off.
not
Nope.
cast the spell.
No spells.
I can cast spells though.
Enchantment magic is strictly forbidden.
Oh,
Oh, good to know.
that's
Wait, hold on. Don't you guys do enchantments here though?
Good thing I'm a divination wizard.
Enchantment magic is one that affect the free will of the minds of others.
Oh, that enchantment magic. Gotcha. No, I understand.
wait. There's a difference.
Oh
not
yeah, this
to be
very
not
much.
to be confused of when I naysay somebody and they take mental damage.
I mean, how about the fact that I did Gift of Gab earlier and nothing happened?
Maybe
I just wanted
cantrips
to
don't
cook some
count.
food, guys.
Well,
Gift of Gab is a second level
It's,
spell.
back to
Oh,
the
is it?
kitchen.
Shit.
Yeah.
officers. Yeah, I've not seen anyone cast an enchantment spell of any sort.
No.
They go back to the back of the kitchen of the tavern.
Their response time is amazing.
Yeah, it's what, like, 11 to 12 minutes in
Although
Easter
the
Day?
guy is charmed for another hour still. I'm just saying.
I just wanted to give that dwarf the ability to cook. That's it. It was a
Came
dwarf.
back here and he wanted to cook, and I was trying to let him cook.
You hear a spell be cast in the kitchen. Yeah, we found him. Some other dwarf was trying to. He charmed him and trying to get him to cook. Back in the
Oh.
kitchen. Probably attempted robbery. Let's go on. We got the description. Let's go out. See if we can find him.
Yes.
You feel your concentration end on charm person.
Yeah. I ended it.
Okay.
I don't think that has concentration on it, does it?
Yeah, it does.
It's not concentration.
Charm person? No,
Uh-uh.
it doesn't.
Nope.
Well, the effect ends. As now a dwarven guard goes and relights the candles and then stays inside of the tavern as the others leave.
Not
Bullet
gonna
has
lie, I
been
was expecting
dodged.
more fireworks.
What an elaborate way to not tell someone they're a baby, right? I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
That is the most.
That is some like Hank Hill levels of getting out of a problem.
Burned like 60% of your spell slots to just be like, hey, I don't want to answer you truthfully.
Yep.
Well,
So while that's
Oh.
going on, Ed is going to be looking for magical items, or finding someone that will do our canon idea.
that could take
Uh,
some time.
Cal,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
let's since we should buy ourselves rooms here and look about for the crown smith.
Yeah, no. We should definitely take a look at the smiths, see if anyone, deals primarily in, instead of, armoring or weaponry, something of, more ornate nature.
Yes.
More small, fine-tuned sort of details.
Oh, you're looking for some ornate nature stuff, huh?
Yes, we are actually.
Yes, sir. Who's speaking?
You see, what you presume to be an older dwarf as his beard is graying. Oh, yeah, you're gonna want to look for Brocker and Eitri then.
Brocker and Eitri, eh?
They're the best that there is, but you know, if you have the coin.
Oh well, yes. The coin is not a problem. We have plenty of that. We are looking to get a crown made for our prince, and we are looking of the finest quality that your dwarven smiths can provide, as you are the finest smiths in the
Oh, they're
land.
the finest smiths. At least they will be for now. They're planning to leave back to Svartalheim. They're packing up shop.
Oh, what?
Time to make peace. Move on, they say.
Oh, is that so? Are they Svartheim native dwarves then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, yeah, certainly point us that way. We don't want to hold them up.
It'll take you a little bit to get to them. They're a few hours down through the depths. You could take the elevators to go see them. I mean, I could take you if you don't mind walking a little slow.
Ah, that would be fine. Yes.
Yeah, all right, let's get a move on.
Well, one moment. Let us get our rooms. Yorn, do you have our rooms, or would you like to come with us?
Like, do you want me to watch them? Or
Well, no. Would you like to pay for the rooms and then catch up with us?
You don't
since
have
we're
to
going
pay
to be
for
walking
rooms
slow?
here. You only pay for the food.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Fine. Perfect.
Believe me, you wear out your welcome. They'll just you'll know it.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Onward then. To what were their names again? I
Brocker and Eitri.
Brocker and Eitri. Yes. Cal, they're Svartheim dwarves.
Oh shit, that's amazing. We should also ask them about
Yes, we should.
our trip that we need to take.
Yes.
So this older dwarf with a walking stick.
Oh, I'm going. Yes, when we get out of the tavern, this dwarf with the walking stick, I'm going to kind of like put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to enhance ability on this old man. And whatever I have to cast on him to make him walk normally, I'm going to do that. Whether that be the Constitution or the string, I'm giving it to him.
Probably the Constitution.
That's what I'm thinking.
So, ooh, that's haven't felt this good in a few decades.
Well, sir, it's the least I can do.
It only lasts for an hour, so like lasses were like getting like halfway down the elevator, and he's just like, "Oh man, it's getting awfully heavy."
I thought I felt good. Now I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it lasts until about you get to the elevators. And then
Oh, I cast it again.
All right.
That's fine. No, we will keep this going for as long as I have to, sir.
The wheels on this shit bus are gonna keep a turning, I say.
But he escorts you deep. Like, your elevator ride is about an hour and a half long, just going down.
Ew.
After the elevator, I'll cast it again.
I go to offer everyone to see if they'd want some elevator music, and then I go, oh, yeah.
Oh, damn it, Yawn.
At the end of your trip, another 2 hours of walking after the elevator ride. Deep within the mountains, light even struggles to kind of expand from here. As you come across some large, what you presume to be extravagant forges, as flame and heat emits from these, and columns and columns of raw metals lined up. You continue to walk past these until you enter into a smaller hall where you hear two dwarves bickering.
I like how y'all didn't even go look for me at all.
What's that?
Yeah, you're good.
Where'd he
I'm
go?
just reminding everyone that Ed's not there. That's all.
He pissed off.
Shit happens. I don't know.
He pissed
Oui,
people
monsieur.
off, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I'm not here.
Go take a long rest to get back all my spell slots.
They're right through there.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Certainly appreciate the guidance here.
Since everyone's burning spells, I'm just gonna tap him and be like, "Here's fly," and just let him fly back to the elevator.
Oh, this is great! As he just zooms off.
Hopefully, he
Perfect.
gets a little kink out of his back there. Ed seems to do just fine with it. So, hello, anyone there?
Yeah, who is it?
Callum Grimm?
Don't know ya.
Don't know you either.
What? You haven't heard of me?
Well, I've heard of you at this point. Well, two of you.
Brocker, you get a load of this? They don't know who we are.
I'm still trying to get my situation organized. I'm trying to find my hammer. Where did you put my hammer?
That's not my responsibility to look after your hammer.
Oh, this is terrible. I hate packing with you. This is the worst.
Well, we only done it a few hundred times.
Is there could we
I
interrupt
can't
your
wait
packing?
until DJ has to do this again without his brother. It's gonna be great.
30,000 years, I really thought we would have had this handled by now. But
That's
no.
1,000.
No, it's your fault. You keep misplacing everything, and you mess up some of the greatest stuff that we've ever crafted.
Do not blame me for that blessed hammer again.
It's a cursed
That's
hammer.
what?
We should have never made it.
Hammer? Wait, what?
It's a
Hold-
perfect hammer. It has a slight short edge, but just whatever. Leave it be.
What's the name of that hammer, please?
Where is our ancient god that's following us around in a warforged body? Is he with us?
Yeah, he would be
Yeah.
with us the whole time.
He's
I
just-
I would think
assume.
so.
Does he know who these guys are?
I do, out of character.
Well, I'm glad you guys finally asked me, but these are the dwarves that crafted Mjolnir, along with
Oh,
Freyr's flying ship.
That's what I thought. As soon as he said hammer, that's exactly where I was thinking. Cal,
Is that Mimir? Mimir?
it is.
Yeah, Eitri. I'm here. Odin let you out? Not exactly, and I'd like to keep it that way.
He's just out for a walk.
I
Conjugal
don't
business.
have time for this. I've got thousands of tools to start packing up.
Brocker, it's Mimir.
Mimir?
He
Come here, good friend.
What is this weird body? As two dark-skinned dwarves that are not as broad as other dwarves, but are much more slender, though still short, emerge from this workshop to greet you all. Mostly Mimir.
I like how he ad-libs that in there. Mostly Mimir, though. Fuck you guys.
You know what? If they really want to see Mimir, I think they should have a full 15-minute conversation with Mimir.
Yeah, catch up.
Tim, you know this. You know what this leads to.
So, pardon me. I don't want to be the person who breaks up long
all right.
awaited reunion.
30,000 years of conversations. I got it. What do you need?
Yes. So, we're coming here to requisition or have you commission a piece for our crown prince of our kingdom.
Nope. I'm closing up shop.
Well, okay. Also, there's a caveat to that.
Oh, there's always a
That's not
caveat.
that's not the only bit. I would like a tool or perhaps some sort of reverse device to take the bindings off of Fenrir.
Brucker just looks at you with the weirdest face. You have a death wish?
No, the opposite, in fact.
There's only one item that can break Glepnir to free that wolf.
And what's that? Is that
The hammer.
something that you have, or?
Brocker,
I don't know.
It's this magical pair of shoes that we have.
No, we shouldn't chat. We shouldn't get involved. We're leaving. We agreed to peace.
Well,
Brocker,
how do I say this?
It could fix it.
Oh,
Do you like gold?
of course we like gold, but I've got mountains. Yes, I like gold. I always take gold, but still, fix it. Are you sure, Eitri? These lot?
Mimir, what do you think? They seem
Yeah,
to be
Mimir,
fine.
what do you think?
They seem to be fine, but I would more ask them.
All right, let me get your names. Starting with
I mean,
you.
we gave Mimir a body and he didn't stand up for us. That's not a bro. That's not bro behavior.
I mean,
I don't care about
I'm
their
a player
names,
as
Brocker.
he's known us for half of a percent of his life.
It's probably
That's
best
fair.
that we don't know their names. If
I'm
we
just
know
glad
their
I'm not
names,
there,
and
'cause
it
my
gets back
character
that
would
we
be
dealt
upset.
with them, right? Then
Well, sure, but I just feel like they're gonna know either way. Who else is gonna give them the bloody sword?
Okay, my name's Vicus.
you're not supposed to mention it.
But it's a sword. Okay.
Sword.
No, it's not a sword. It's a whip.
A whip.
Whip
Is it a
sword.
sword
Whip sword?
or
It
whip?
doesn't
both.
matter. The Lord of the Deep has it.
Right.
Is there a way that we could get it?
No, unretrievable.
No. Well, the way you say that makes me think that there is a way to get it.
It
There,
is
Brocker.
certain death. Certain death awaits you.
Ignore that. What's this about the crown?
Well, yes, our crown prince of Easternay wants to leave a
Of
a
Easternau?
piece. Easternay, yes.
Never heard of it.
Well, probably not. I'm sure it's inconsequential to 30,000-year-old dwarves. That's fine. It's understandable. You are of a different realm that I don't expect you to understand. It's fine. What the only thing that, considering that, the only thing that I really want to get out to you for them is, this is a legacy piece for our crown prince. He, for lack of a better word, has lived a relatively unremarkable life, is old,
I
and wants
don't
to leave a
care.
legacy.
What do you want built, and how much are you paying?
A beautiful crown, and as much as this will give you. And I ask Callum to hand him the coin disc.
So yeah, I give him the coin disc. He's a doctor, not an English major. So what
Yes.
we want is a crown that is,
Let
above.
me see that.
Yeah, no, here you go. It's basically a blank check for whatever you think you should charge, and
Haven't
I know
seen
you
one of
need.
them in quite a few hundred years.
You
Oh, really?
are most welcome. So
Interesting.
the crown should be something, obviously, of your stature. It would be immaculate, no matter how much work you put into it. But one of our fellows, he's taken off, but he did do an amazing idea of enchanting it with something that doesn't allow someone to kind of peer into the mind of the
You
wearer.
guys already had the drawing. It is in
Oh,
Saturday
yes.
chat.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, no.
And I will put it in this. For
It needs to look something like this, and I'll hand over Ed's drawing.
Ichi, what you think? You gonna just push out one more crown?
Let's do it. Give me that disc.
No, this one's going in my case.
Give me the damn disc.
Whatever. He shoves it into his chest.
Eitri starts fiddling with it a little bit in his fingers, and he starts twisting and turning it like it's a puzzle piece of some sort, as it expands and hovers between them, as a visual representation of what's inside is displayed, along with instructions.
We would like it to be made out of rune steel, if that's at all possible.
What does that mean? There's something there. What is it? Are those the plans that our prince had?
Just more like delivery instructions and how to extract the coinage from it.
Ah, yes.
And
Okay.
other
Fair enough.
treasures. Quite interesting.
I feel like if we're getting a mind-blocking helmet, it has to look like this.
Really?
That's what Ed is wearing.
I think we have enough materials left that we haven't stowed away to do this, and the payment is sufficient.
Very good. How long do you think it would take you to commission this piece?
Just a few moments. Rocker, you better not tell me it's some fly bite you again.
I swear, if you bring up the fly in the hammer, I told you this 1,000 times. Enough. This crown won't be short.
You had one job, and you made the handle too short.
You should have rid the room of all the flies. They were biting me like crazy.
Getting flies out of your side of the room is not my responsibility, you oaf.
You left the door open, obviously.
Sorry, what was that, Vicus?
Yawn. Is that what Cal and I sound like?
Yes.
Oh.
Exactly like that.
Go get the stuff. They want it to look like this. Root and steel.
Oh, fantastic. More rock and stone.
Oh my Cal.
No, Mamiya, I think you need to have like a 20 to 30 minute session with them to like help them resolve the issues, but I want to hear all of it.
Callum, I don't think any amount of talking can ever resolve any siblings' issues. Otherwise, the deities would not be in the state that they're currently in.
That's fair
You
enough.
have a good point.
Rocker heads
my
to
brothers.
start getting all of his equipment ready. And as you see him angrily start unpacking things out of large stone and metal suitcases.
Wow.
Now, again, I want constant airflow.
You'll get your constant airflow this time. I'm tired of dealing with it. You don't have to tell me how to do my job. I've done it all this time, and I've only had one hiccup. Enough.
What about this sword?
It's a whip.
Fenrir's Barnes?
They already know it's a sword, Brocker. No need to keep bullshitting them.
You're the one who said not to bring it up. Here you go,
You
bringing it
brought
up.
it up.
You're always the one to do this.
You're the one who brought it up.
Well, sirs, gentlemen,
What?
gentle dwarves. You said it's with the Lord of the Deep.
Yeah. Also
Oh.
said it is a death wish.
Yeah,
Well,
once Thork went around smacking Jotuns around, we didn't think it was safe to keep.
that's fair.
What kind of sword is it?
Is it like a big
One
sword?
of a kind.
Is it
No,
large?
of course.
Is it
Yeah.
is it long?
One of my most magnificent creations it was.
It was my idea.
Well, I made it. Your
Would you say-
idea, I made it. My hands, my work.
No.
Would you say, is it-
You wanted to prove me wrong that I couldn't make the indestructible bond. So you went out and made this fucking Vorpal sword to go...
Is it a of the long or great stature?
It's the greatest sword ever made. Made to break this man's indestructible bonds. Bullwacky.
You nearly
Now-
got us killed for it.
Do you need
$10
the whole-
says that when the bonds get broken, the sword just like dusts. $10. $10.
One use only sword.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Thank you.
Now, give me that airflow.
Alright, I'm gonna be pushing you. Ready this time?
As Idri twirls a hammer into his hands, along with a pair of pliers in his others, and quickly gets to work as his arms move so fast that it's nothing but a blur. As you hear almost like an unending ringing of metal being tinged on.
As this is happening, I'm looking at Cal like imagine that look on someone's face when they meet somebody that's really attached to something that they're super into, right? Like a celebrity in a certain realm of something that they're really into. And he's like, Cal, it's them. They made Mjolnir. But we've met them. We've met them. We're
I
in
look
their
at them.
shop.
Callum looks at them as like the guy that you see on like all the like short videos where like he gives somebody an ice cream cone but then takes it away and like the cone wasn't really attached and like puts the ice cream back on it but then takes the cone back away and is just like, okay, just fucking finish this, please.
It's them.
No, that's really
It's really them. It's
no, that they made a magnificent hammer. It's been written about many, many times. It's amazing.
We made the airship too.
Oh, and the airship. We actually bought one of those. Not on the same scale as, Odin's
Of
airship.
course not on the same
It's
scale.
not
It probably wasn't
Odin.
made by us.
We made Odin a ring, not an airship.
Oh, very good. Do these, this airship that you created, does it have like a spelljammer device that allows you to go to space?
It could go wherever you want it to go and then fold up and put it in your pocket.
Eitri, I'm giving you all the air I can. Can you focus on your work?
Yeah, no, Mamiya, I really think they need a talking to.
As you see Ed just fly up behind you guys as this is going on.
Ed. Hello,
Oh, hello,
Ed. How
Ed.
did you find us, Ed?
Faster
I mean-
air.
I am pretty
Alright.
good at tracking people.
Well,
So,
you do live on our heads rent-free. There is that.
that too.
As Eitri
Ed.
says, "That's it. Cut off the air." All right, cutting it off. As
It's Eitri and Brocker, Ed.
Wow.
It's actually them.
He flips the tools and they just land right onto his tool belt as he
What?
holds up the most magnificent crown that you have ever seen.
Ah,
The
I
base of
can't
it,
believe this.
the base of it made in rune steel, as each head of the dragon, as designed, is a different gem, entirely solid gem piece.
Oh, that's so slick.
There we go.
That's dope.
All right, let me see that E-tree. Let me polish it up for him.
What?
Great touch with the gem.
We're not
You've got
supposed
rough
That's- yeah.
pants.
We're not supposed to give it back to him. The instructions said to send it to the circle.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Like what?
You took the instructions. You didn't let me read them. You don't trust me. That's the issue here. Ever since
your head,
that
you
bloody
hear-
hammer, you don't trust me anymore. I've never
Callum,
made
in
the
your head,
mistake.
you hear Ed go, "Hey, you're supposed to get the breath weapon added on there. We were supposed to take it off to say it was too gaudy."
Oh. Ed says, or Callum says out loud, because it's not two-way communication. Yeah, sorry, they're very distracting.
Anyways, take it up, polish it, and send it to the circle.
Brocker grabs the crown and then places it between his hands and then walks off with it.
Look, I don't know what foolish mission or whatever thing you think you're gonna do by freeing that gigantic wolf, but to do it, you'll need the sword from the Lord of the Deep. It's a few days
Okay.
travel down that mine, as he points to a dark cavern that is completely unlit. Good
Thank
luck.
you,
The
Eitri.
last party that went there never came back.
Wow. Well, that's encouraging, Idri. Thank you.
That sounds
Brucker.
like a job for the Brothers Grimm.
Now,
And then
if you
there's
don't
just
mind,
an
I'm gonna go
awkward
piss off
cricket
and
chirp.
go back home.
Well, yes, go home. It was a pleasure meeting the both of you. The both of you.
Alright, I got you, whatever. Get out my home. As he whirls his hand and just starts magically putting things away.
Well, I believe that the prince will be happy with that. No,
No,
it
that
came
was-
from them especially.
That was really fucking cool looking.
Yes.
Right, Yawn?
Yes. Looks fantastic. It's a wonderful crown.
Yawn.
It's
you might
pretty
want
much
to
the
wake
best
up.
crown. People call me, say it's such a great crown.
Such a wonderful crown.
It's pretty much the best.
I'm dying.
We are
It's like the ice cream of crowns.
Yeah.
we are going down this deep dark tunnel, and
Yeah, I meant to mention that. I think we should do it tomorrow. I kind of feel like I've used 60% of my spell slots for the day. You know, might not be a good
yeah. Well,
idea.
that's fine. Maybe we could find a place to sleep here.
I mean, it's been here 10,000 years. What's one more day, right?
Don't you lads think you're sleeping in my home? I've never had a set of dirty shoes stepping here on my work.
Brother, aren't you
Well,
and
that's-
Eitri leaving?
I thought you guys were moving, so it doesn't matter, right?
It's still my home. I'm still here. You're on my property.
Squatters' rights.
Oh, and he's rather racist. All right, let's just leave. We'll
No,
just-
I'm claiming squatters' rights, Cal.
Okay. You heard the man.
You gonna try to squat in our home?
I'm not.
What?
As Ed just
No,
starts
of
slowly
Of
zooming
course
backwards.
not. I'm just trying to get under Brocker's skin. That's all, Eitri. I would never do such a thing. I would not impose myself on the two of
Brocker
you.
can be seen pulling a massive chain out of a metal suitcase. On the very end of the chain is multiple blades.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna make a sword whip later.
What could that possibly be for there?
I think it's for
The
murdering
master
you,
dwarf.
but it is what it is.
Well, I figured that these two of all would understand a good joke when they heard it.
No, I
I've
think-
heard every joke in existence.
Not the smartest right one,
30,000
apparently.
years. Do you not understand? Give us space. Brother, rid me of this.
Once we get back home to Savannah, we'll just pass on to the left after life.
Oh, real quick about passing on back home. Do you have like a surefire way of traversing the Bifrost?
The what?
The Bifrost, the way to whatever the fuck it's called. I've drank too much.
We
Where
have
Thor
that problem
lives.
occasionally too. No, we just pass through the realms ourselves.
Oh, do you do
Very
that
nice.
just under your own power? Or do you have objects that allow you to do that?
I just go home.
Oh, okay. Well, good enough.
Well, then enjoy your trip home.
Indeed. Hopefully, all those Jotun corpses that went there have rotted away.
What?
Hopefully.
What?
Thor had to put the body somewhere.
Well, that's not right.
There's quite a lot of them. We got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Well, if you need assistance with the cleanup crew, you know who to call. And I point to Yorn. He's quite adept at lifting and moving large things.
He looks
Yes, I
quite
am.
bored.
Well, he hasn't had anything large to move.
Yorn has
Like
been
that.
lifting heavy things all day long, and Yorn is tired.
Why don't you go lift your spirits by walking down that dark tunnel there?
We will.
I
So,
can walk the
Perfect.
dark tunnel
Catch
anytime
y'all
I
later.
want to.
and we leave.
Goodbye.
Best wishes in travels.
You as well, Master Dwarves.
Yorn is gonna walk your dark tunnels later.
Please, only with my consent. And it is open and freely given.
Uh,
So, Ed, can we just take a few steps in here, throw up this circle, take a nap, and
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I definitely don't want to go back to the where we were before this.
yeah, I can't. I don't know. I don't know where you went. A and B. I can't believe that they didn't want you or that other dwarf to get back there and cook for them. That
Yeah,
was
I can't
very
believe
odd.
that dwarf tried to cast an enchantment spell.
That was. Why would he do such a thing?
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's not talk about the fact that
Uh,
I would
Mimir.
know that having not been there.
Mimir, are you coming with us or are you going with the dwarves?
Nah, I'm gonna take a look around here. I haven't been to Sodring in I don't know how long. I want to see what new contraptions they've made.
Ah, well, let us do that then.
So I don't know who this Lord of the Deep person is, but best of luck in negotiating getting that sword from them.
Well, if you don't know who the Lord of the Deep is, then they must be new. Well, Mimir, enjoy your trip, and we will meet you back at the Dragon's Breath Tavern when we are finished doing what we're doing, if you so choose to continue on our journey with us.
Yeah, sounds fine. Travel safe. Kind of worrying that the last traveling party down there didn't make it back.
You hear that all
well,
the time.
Yes, we've been plenty of places no one comes back from.
Well then, safe travels.
Yes, you as well, Mimir. Misi and Mimir, whichever you want me to call you.
As Mimir begins to walk back towards the elevators.
Well, Frost, what do your dragonborn eyes see in that darkness?
Rock.
Perfect.
Well, Ed said he need to take a little breather there, so should we
Yes,
just
a
like...
little long rest.
Yes,
Well, yes.
The baby needs to sleep.
That's
Ed's
fair.
not the baby. All right, so Ed,
Well-
if you could make the dome...
Not the
Um,
baby.
He's like,
And we'll just sleep at the
small
entrance.
like the little baby. He's not like the biggest baby who needs his milk to go to bed.
What? No, I do not need milk to go to bed, sir.
Ficus, what's your favorite meal?
It just so happens to be fried and breaded chicken cutlets.
Yes.
Baby.
No, it is a delicacy and it is delicious. I don't know anyone who doesn't enjoy it.
With the red sauce.
It's fancy sauce, and Frost, I'm tired of correcting you on this. Look, I'm telling you now, no one dislikes that meal, and I don't know why it's all of a sudden a crime that I enjoy it.
And it's not a
Everyone else in
crime.
the world enjoys it.
It's not a crime. It's just, it's like
Simple.
what you give small children because they won't eat anything else.
It's just delicious. I have no idea what this has to mean about anything.
I've
You're
been meaning to
absolutely right.
speak about this. Some of those chicken cutlets taste really, really strange. Almost like they were masticated in a machine and turned into a pink slime and then breaded and cooked. It's very, very weird.
Oh no,
the ones that he
are an
creates?
abomination. Yes,
Yes.
trust me, those are only for the very last moment.
And like one time it came in a box and it had this kind of shape on it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, the golden arches. It was
Yes.
so weird.
Well, look,
I
I'm telling you
preferred the
now.
ones that had the cowboy hat. And it said like Arby's across the front of it.
Listen, look,
Yes, I wonder what an Arby is.
I'm telling you now.
Sounds like some pirate.
And you know, a really
Golden-
long time ago, he used to get those ones, and they had a crown,
nice
and it
crown.
said Burger King.
Now,
I would
those
so
were
like them to
pretty
meet the
good.
Burger King.
he is the His Majesty is.
But he stopped
Quite
making the
the
good
best.
ones. Now they're not as good.
Is there a Burger
Well-
Queen?
No, there is not. There is a Dairy Queen. She's the queen of all things.
Oh, is the
milk
Dairy Queen
and-
in the Burger King fucking?
They might be, but I have not heard anything officially. I would assume yes, but probably not.
I believe
However-
the Colonel and the Taco Bell fuck quite often.
They certainly do. Yes.
I prefer
All
it
the
when
grease, they can't help it.
I prefer it when the Pizza Hut and the Taco Bell do.
Well, I've never heard of a hut of pizza. That sounds. I don't even know what that is, but if it has anything to do with my favorite meal, then I might be inclined to try it someday.
All of
you never
that
heard of-
baby food.
It's not.
Pizza the Hut,
Frost.
he's the gangster that's after the Lone Star.
You-
The
Frost, you literally eat ice. It's frozen water. What are you talking about?
It's good for you.
Yes. Oh, sure.
it's terrible for your teeth.
Why? What makes you say that, Callum?
Well, it has mostly to do with expansion and contraction to thermal, properties, but it's whatever.
Hot and
Dragonborn
cold,
teeth.
shrinky growy.
Again, he's a doctor.
Well,
Larry doesn't have a problem.
yeah. Well, he's also a polar bear.
So,
Speaking of which, I've thought about taking those horseshoes that we have and creating some kind of tennis shoe.
By the way, I just imagine this right outside of Adrian Brocker's door. Like we haven't taken a step. We're just standing outside.
Oh yeah, totally.
having
They
this
hear
whole
us.
discussion.
We're all subconsciously like delaying the fucking deep dark dive into this tunnel.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to die, so we're just like trying to figure shit out to argue
I mean,
about.
that's one reason why I want to do the long rest. Is to just do this and bullshit for a minute.
why would we need sports shoes?
To make Larry go
To make Larry
faster.
run really fast.
He's
and
not
then
going
eat
to
people.
play tennis.
How about
What
we give him
tennis,
some?
Frost?
How about we give him some awesome hiking boots?
Edwin said he was going to give him tennis shoes.
What's
That's
tennis?
canon. Tennis exists in this universe, and so do tennis shoes.
I've never heard of this. What is this tennis?
It's something that we do with the snowballs.
Oh, really? That sounds interesting. You should tell me sometime.
So it's called tennis, but it's not tennis.
But not tonight, Frost. I want you to tell me tomorrow after we sleep. Sleep on it, and please tell us what tennis is from your homeland.
Over
next time.
breakfast that I cook.
Is
Yes.
baby tired and needs a nap?
Because that's my thing. I spend 2 5th level spell slots.
Yes, baby is tired. Ed,
No one
you
puts
should go to
baby in a
sleep.
corner. That's why my hut's a circle.
And yes, over breakfast, Frost, you should tell us about your homeland's tennis.
Maybe some other time.
Yes, over breakfast tomorrow morning. Perfect.
I
Let's
don't
get some
want to be
sleep.
talking about tennis when we're going into the dark cave.
Well,
Well,
perhaps
it's dark
it
for
will.
you, but I can see clearly because I am better.
Well, then why are you so worried about talking to us about tennis in the morning?
Because I don't want to be distracted by your baby talk.
Oh, well, that's fine, but I'm sure we could get it out of you tomorrow over breakfast.
I left everyone a treat in the Saturday chat.
It's the virtual equivalent. It really
Yep.
is.
It's great.
See, Yorn's already asleep.
Yes, the baby is asleep first.
I'm not asleep yet.
You should definitely check out
Tired.
Saturday chat then.
Ugh. Mm. Beautiful.
Moderate amusement.
Hold on. Just because it's fresh in my mind. Huh.
Here. Yes.
Alright. So are we calling it there? Or am I staying awake for
You're
God
tired.
knows how much
and
longer?
You're tired, and I
I'm
would like Shifty to
Tired does
potentially.
not explain how tired I am.
I would love to have Shifty here, but I will go ahead and move us
Ugh.
to what you find. After a few days of adventuring through dark caverns,
Oh, perfect. A few days. Beautiful. Do we get a rest at any point?
no, you just walk through the dark tunnels for multiple days with no rest. You don't sleep.
I'm
That was
double
sarcasm.
checking.
You're good. I was being sarcastic.
I know you were.
As you come up to a plaque engraved onto the floor of
I'm glad I took
the
the light
mines
cantrip.
here,
The floor.
that reads danger. This project is cancelled. To all who travel, take caution, for the Lord of the Deep is ahead.
Oh, the Lord of the Deep.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that light is supposed to be coming off of my armor. Can I attach that to
Did you cast the spell?
my
Or
token?
what is it?
Well, my armor gives a,
So select your token and cast the spell light.
okay.
Like, you have to select or target yourself.
Perfect.
And then do light. Or I can just apply the effect.
I can do it. Dexterity saving throw. What? No. Just cast light.
You failed it, so it applied it. There you go.
Good.
You will notice as you enter through this cavern that the ceiling and walls are lined with spider webs.
Oh, great.
We gonna find a big spider!
Perfect.
Ah, the return of Shelob.
But
No,
that is where we
nobody.
will call it for tonight. As you all will continue your adventure next week.
Yay.
Yes.
30th. And Paul will be moving on May 7th, right?
Yeah, but we'll probably be free by that time, I would think.
Okay. All right.
Then everyone can feel like I feel right now.
I will go ahead and switch over to the ending scene.